Would you ever go to Pride, Darren?
I mean, I've been to gay nightclubs before. One of my friends, he'd been before. He's like, "Yeah, come along. It's £7 entry, all you can drink." So I'm a student in it, so I'm like, all you can drink, fine. Then as soon as you pull up on the outside, it has an advert that says for a night booty love, and I was like, nah, this is too much for me. This is too much. And then they had poppers in the air conditioning as well.
What's that?
Why?
What's that?
So poppers is like I don't know what the actual proper term is for the drug, but
I'm nitrate.
They put drugs in the aircon.
God damn.
So what happens is a lot of so some gay guys will take poppers because it relaxes certain parts of the body.
See, listen. all I'm saying is. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rodents and other small insects. Welcome to episode 28 of season 2, Eloquently Saying Nothing. I am Stavros Bus, your host, and to my left we have
Mr. Wolf in the building.
Walla's in the building. What's good?
I'm not black. I'm OJ.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to talk about the album, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Simple Simon there.
And we have a special guest in the room, all the way from down the road.
Yep, it's me. It's Griff the Joker, Darran Griffiths. So many names.
So true, man. We should have put the Yardie.
The Caribbean quota has increased.
Yes, I have to come on back, my boy.
Everywhere.
I have to come on back, my boy.
Came with mutton, roti, everything.
There's patty everywhere. That's what I'm saying.
So tell us about yourself before we get started, just so the fans can find out who you are.
Yep, sure. I am stand-up comedian, podcaster as well, and radio host. Do lots of things. Try to be funny. Win competitions. Win money. There you go. Got bars too. I've got bars.
Yeah, so he's a newly crowned X Factor comedy X Factor before we think that he's got Simon Cowell money. Comedy X Factor winner.
That's right.
How many people were in that competition?
Just two. Yeah. The other person didn't turn up. I started to tell my jokes though, so it's still a victory. Now there was seven people in the competition.
That's a healthy number.
Yeah. But I won it. I was better than the rest. So
were there any women among them 7?
There was 2.
Ooh,
2 women.
Did they look good? Because that's the important.
Is that a joke?
No.
Okay.
I like to keep it professional when I'm on stage. I was focused on the jokes and my performance.
You're gonna have to work with these ladies again, innit?
Yep.
It's a small word, the comedy word.
I see. Just say yes.
Yeah. They're both.
You say yes, and then they will start only with him later. He's not ugly, so they might be on him.
Yeah, but if he
and he might not
doesn't
want
say
that.
yes,
You might not want that trouble.
But if he doesn't say yes, then people.
Here's the question:
ugly,
would
innit?
Simple Simon touch them on the cuff?
No.
That is so sleazy.
No. That worried me from last week's podcast, man.
It worried you?
That worried me. I was like, how? Why?
Back in the 80s, man.
I don't know. I wonder what happens if two comedians get into a relationship. How it works is they try to be funny with each other.
You know what? I
all the
listen
time.
to a lot of podcasts from New York with and a lot of comedians do podcasts. A lot of comedians do podcasts, and apparently it's a thing where they say they don't want to hook up with other comedians.
Yeah, man.
But because of the lifestyle of a comedian,
It's convenient.
they
too.
say that only a comedian understands a comedian because the way they work, the type of world they work in, the way they mix together. It's kind of like the music field where they always have to socialize, they're always mixing, and it's like people will do a show, finish at 1, 2 a.m. and then go out, especially these are New York people, I'm assuming it's similar in London, and then they'll be going out to eat 2, 3 in the morning, and it's like, if you live a 9 to 5 kind of life, that doesn't relate to you, you don't get it, and then you're missing times, you don't spend enough time with each other, and it's like, it doesn't work when we work with us, they call them squares. It doesn't work when we work with squares.
No, I call them muggles. So
Look at this guy.
what is
In fact, that links to what I was going to say next, actually.
So a non-comedian is a muggle.
It's a muggle, yes.
You know what a muggle is?
No.
All right, if you don't watch Harry Potter, that's why. Or you don't read
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, well-
Harry Potter. When they call you a muggle, that means that you're mere human. You're not on their level type thing.
Wow.
But going about that muggle thing, because another thing people that I always
Bashed up.
want
It took me to my face.
I know people that are worrying about if they ever hook up together is magicians. I wonder if magicians hook up with each other.
What, play hide the penis?
Yeah, man, just ta-da in this bitch when they wake up in the morning.
Dick in the mouth.
Dick
boy.
is just there, boy.
I'm
Just- Suddenly, Dick is in the floor. This.
Exactly. I'm gonna make this dick disappear.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, boy.
And then she. Yes. It's
And
now inside.
for my next trick, I'm gonna come and go to sleep.
Oh, what I wanted to ask you, you're a comedian, so I can ask you this now.
Yeah.
I actually put this on Twitter today because, like, it just popped into my head and I wondered. Sarcasm.
Yeah.
He wondered.
Is that purely comedy or is it potentially bad-mindedness?
I think it's the perfect cocktail of both.
I agree with that because in the end, you are at times trying to be bad mind. I'm very sarcastic with my missus, and she does not like it in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
but I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, that's it. It's undermining, isn't it? Sarcasm.
Is that what it is? Is that
It is undermining. Like, it's only when you get like told about yourself after you've done it, then you acknowledge it's undermining. But I'm naturally sarcastic.
So am I. I'm like,
Yeah.
I live there.
That's my default response to something, is to take the piss.
I do it
out
at
of
work
someone.
as well.
Yep.
And they say to me that they don't know whether I'm joking or not.
Yeah, but you're dealing with Russians, bruv.
No, there's just, it's English people there as well.
Oh, okay.
But like, they said to me legit, you know what? I don't really know if you're joking. There's one American guy, one English.
But
guy.
how's your face when you're doing it?
No,
That's
my
what
face
I'm
is
saying.
straight. It's sarcasm. Come on now.
No. But you don't need to have a straight face to be sarcastic. You've just got a general poker face
Who, me?
as a standard. Yeah.
Okay.
That is true.
Goddamn.
Mm-hmm. One time.
You know I can't play poker.
Oh, you should learn it.
I
You might
learned.
get £500 like Griff. You know what I'm saying?
I learned at school. We used to play for matches.
You learned
As a
poker at school.
Yes.
Fifth
As a matter of
grade.
fact, the math teacher taught us.
Was it?
He's wow. This is how you learn maths in East London.
You get
It
this?
was
Get the
There's
cards
no
out,
thing.
mate.
It was Enfield. I went to school in Enfield.
Oh, sorry. Get the cards out, mate.
Yeah, we played for matches at lunchtime. So I used to play poker but I forgot. I've totally forgotten how to play.
Was that in the 80s?
That was way back.
I think Stav knows how to play poker. He's probably the only
Yeah,
one
he
who knows
does.
to play it. Innit?
Yes,
Yeah.
I play poker. I go to the casino. I play poker. Well, I haven't done it in ages. Sometimes my wife comes with me, and she'll have to chill out in playing the roulette
Bit of
table.
family.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the baby to get old enough so I can take her too.
Them not go William Hill for fun. Yeah, come on, we got out William Hill. Go watch the
Do you have a
go watch the
tenants
horses.
or?
Go watch the horses.
Just let
And
it
yeah,
be
the
known.
wife plays. What is it that happened recently? The horse.
Grand National.
Yeah,
Ascot.
she
Ascot.
Ascot. She always was
Dibbles.
at the dips. Yeah,
Dibble.
yeah. I don't know. I think that's a family thing because
I think
like she must do it.
I think gambling is healthy though. I think it's healthy. I think it should be a part of everybody's.
You gamble in bed as well.
Sometimes
I do.
there's times where I'm tired and I know that I'm
How
not
do
going
you
to be able to
gamble in
perform.
bed?
Hashtag Team Bareback.
It's about
That's how you gamble. That's how you gamble.
That has to be like
I
one
don't
of the-
gamble. I don't gamble.
That has to be like one of the top 3 things for being in a long-term relationship. You know,
What's that?
the ability to just decide that condoms no longer have to happen.
It's a top what?
That must be like in the top 3 things for being in a relationship, long-term relationship, that you can just decide. You know what? Maybe we just don't need condoms. I trust you. You trust me.
Is that a gamble?
Is it a gamble?
That's a
Hopefully
gamble.
not.
What do you mean by top 3? I'm confused.
Like there's other. Oh, you think number 1?
what are the
What I'm saying is.
what are the best things about being in a relationship?
Oh, the best. Okay. That's what you
just
mean. Best thing. I thought you were saying like top 3 things that signified to you that you're in a relationship.
No.
I'm saying.
There's man's back there. They don't even know the person. Never
Yeah,
met them
it's
before.
true. It's true.
Just put it in
But
there.
sometimes a bareback can start a relationship.
It's true.
No, it's true.
Yeah, because they get breeding, and then that's a relationship
It
from
doesn't even
there.
have to be a breed thing. It's like you might just like the bareback happens, and then she looks at you, and you look at her, and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
just go steady in it.
We started
You
now.
already started. We might as well finish, boy.
You've heard it. Start as you mean to go on.
You know,
Well,
you can't go back from here, innit?
here we go.
No, but when you do dip it in,
Hang on, what?
boy, when you dip that in, sometimes the feeling is deep. You know?
It's
I'm telling you, it's like I don't know, man. It's like
Hold on, before you continue, I just want the listeners to paint this picture in your head. Yeah, paint the picture that Mr. Wolf is about to roll on your face.
I was just gonna say the American Pie thing. I've never done it, but someone did tell me that it's almost as if you stick your dick in warm jelly, yeah,
Oh.
and then in the jelly there's like massaging hands inside.
What are you?
And
What
when
kind of
you're
alien
sticking
pussy
it
is
in-
this?
What are you
Bro?
talking about?
When something's massaging your hand.
Yeah, no,
Jelly like burn like the
sound
most
like
sensitive
aliens.
part of your body.
Is this pussy or
jelly.
pie we're talking
Yeah,
about?
I'm confused.
bro, it's like warm jelly, man.
No, it's not like
Wait,
warm
wait,
jelly.
wait. Hang on,
Warm
wait.
jelly.
What's like warm jelly?
The poontang.
It's like warm jelly.
So it's like warm.
Ain't
sweet
warm jelly just liquid?
No.
How can you warm jelly?
No, I'm interested. This sounds like some special vagina. I haven't had this one before.
Imagine that the jelly is warm and it's in its natural form. You get me? We ain't talking about jelly in a literal form, bro. Yeah. And the sound.
Moist.
Oh God!
That's so grim.
And that's Stavros Boss doing that sound, by the way.
Why are you baiting it? Snitches get stitches.
So what?
Is that
What?
what you
Do you remember the
And no
first
jelly.
time that you entered
Yeah,
vagina
yeah.
with no condom on?
I can remember.
Was it a good experience for your life?
I was in high heaven, but I'll tell you that much. I was in high heaven because I was quite adamant. I would always
Steph can't
wear,
remember.
I was always adamant that I'll wear a coat. Always wear a coat. And then, we decided, I'm going to take the pill, blah, blah, blah. And, when I stuck it in there, I was like, oh, shit. I had to pace myself. You have to pace yourself.
And took 3 steps back.
Yeah, boy, I had to go slower, boy. I thought, oh, shit.
Whoa. Different ball game, innit?
Different ball game.
The rest of you, can you remember the first time you went raw, bareback, unstrapped?
I can't,
Yep.
Damn.
Go on then.
Serious.
No, mine was yeah, I was going to bait it up anyway. No, it was a girlfriend at school at sixth form.
Oh dear.
Yeah, sixth form. She was more experienced than me. She was kind of
Oh, see.
yes. I was saying things that you got to wear a condom. You got to wear a condom.
Yeah.
Just try it. Just put it in. It's fine. We just do it a little bit. I was like, okay, yeah, cool. But I don't. No, we can't. Then she made me put it in just a little bit. And
She
it's just
made you.
Huh?
My one was a
What else?
long-term relationship.
What?
I'm just saying, I'm putting it out
Yeah,
there.
so
It
was
my
mine.
first.
So was mine. But it's just like she's like, yeah, it feels better. I was like, no. Then
You're a liar. No
The
man
tip-
says now when he puts it in like that.
No. As in, I didn't want because I was like 16, so I want to wear a condom, don't want to get anyone pregnant.
Yeah, you've been
yeah.
taught well. You've been
That
Exactly.
fear of God. That fear of God was in you, boy.
Exactly. I was still in the church then. I was just like, nope. And then he said, tip
And you
goes
put it
in. And she's
boy.
like,
Yeah, it's like you just
Yeah.
come out of your body, man.
You-
It's like an
you-
out of body experience.
You say that you was in the church, but the church is the one that's telling you not to wear them. The church
So
is saying to go raw me.
So
Continue to go
yeah,
raw.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw.
yeah. So and then that was kind of.
And 9 months later,
Yeah, there you go. It's Griff Jr. He's still here. He's not.
he's now 27 years old.
No, there's no kids. But yeah, no, I remember that first time. Yeah,
None that you know of.
special.
Stavros don't remember. Simples.
I don't remember the first time that happened. I do remember there was one time I'm never ever gonna forget this in all my. If I get dementia, I'll still remember this shit. There was one time where
What's your name? I don't remember. But that one time.
What's the last thing you remember? Well, back in the 80s, there was that one time.
because I was the same way, like Dom's all the way, and on this particular occasion, the integrity of the condom let me down, innit? But it happened like midstream.
Did it come off inside the vagina?
It wasn't even one of those. Like it was
Split.
a thing where it kind of split, and when it splits, the stroke on the split you don't feel nothing. The back stroke you don't feel anything, and then the next stroke forward when you actually go through the top of the dom and you're free now, bruv. I actually went.
Just like someone
Them
done
Mandela
like
movements
a,
there,
Them
innit?
Mandela-
Them Mandela free movements, innit?
And she was like, "What's wrong? What's
it's
wrong?"
like someone done a Hadouken to
But
you.
trust me, I was like, and she was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I was like, "Nothing. Hold on, one second, nothing." I had to try and breathe, and she was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, she moved, and then that was it, bro. I was like, "No!"
It's a D-double-E. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
that's how I like it.
Trust me.
It's hard to go back, man. That's one of them things where it's hard to go. It's like a drug, innit? It's like taking the heroin and then going back to normal weed or something like that.
Yes.
Like, why are you giving me weed when there's heroin out there?
Because it's and the thing about it is, I don't know if it feels like so massively different for women, but as a man, for in my own experience, it is two completely different worlds.
Yeah, it's like a different sex, man.
It's completely.
It's like when you're wearing the condom, it's like you're there, you're doing it, you're going for Queen and Country for Mama Charles and Camilla. You're doing it,
And there's no emotion.
No,
you
you
don't really care so much.
No, you care, but it's like it's a different type
Yeah,
of
but
care.
this is why I don't get that you man can't remember. This is such a big thing, and you can't remember when it
I
happened.
used to be a whore, man.
I can't remember.
Okay, fair enough.
I can't remember the first time.
I used to be a whore.
I can't.
I used to be a whore.
That is an album and a book.
Well, I used to be a
I
whore.
used to be a whore. Volume 1. Volume 2 is I slapped myself for money. That should be your second volume.
Okay. Talking about sluts and whores, China.
Oh.
And Rob Kardashian.
Oh.
You like the segue there? You like the segue, don't you?
I did.
Don't you? Don't you?
There's nothing wrong with you,
Stavros,
He's getting too excited with himself today,
Stavros gets a thing about his segues,
He's not a normal guy.
Boy, Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna. It's not normal China. You have to say Blac Chyna. I
Do you
don't know why.
what? Can you guys kind of explain the whole thing to Mr. Wolf, please? Because
Alright,
I know a little bit, but
Okay,
you know,
this is what Wahala knows. I don't know why I'm the one that always knows the ratchet rubbish. But anyway, this is what I know.
Because you watch Love Island.
Listen. I've watched Love Island for at least 2 weeks now. So don't disturb me about Love
The
Island.
you
fact that you know
enjoying
how
it?
many weeks it is
Yes.
the problem.
Yes. And you know them ones where you want to ask your woman what actually happened, but you don't want to let her know that you don't watch it. So I just let her just pretend like I don't want to know. I wanna know what's going on
she
in Love
knows
Island.
now.
But everyone who watches Love Island, I don't feel bad about it.
That's popping in the streets right now.
That's proper popping in the streets.
I don't watch it, man.
But anyway, so what happened is Rob and the Blac Chyna got into a relationship. This is after Blac Chyna had a baby with Tiger. Is it Tiger?
Tiger.
Pussycat or whatever his name is, and had a baby with him, yeah.
Yes.
And then he went to go with the Jenner Kardashian,
The half sister.
the half sister, yeah. So then
Kylie.
So the Jenner-
who's China though?
Blac
Black
Chyna,
China. Not
she's a stripper.
yeah,
hoe.
yeah, not wrestler China.
Did
No.
you say
I
she's a
was-
stripper
I was-
hole?
Oh, she was a stripper.
Because the wrestler.
That's what she was known for, innit? Stripper, I know it.
What's hoeing got to do with stripping?
I thought she was a stripper and a hoe. I thought she did both.
No, you gave her
A new title. That's an upgrade.
Stripper hole.
Yes.
What the hell is a stripper hole?
And that's all one
It
word,
can happen
innit?
at any point in
It
time.
doesn't even sound. There's a hyphen between them.
It's all one word. It's all one word.
Hashtag stripper hole.
So anyway, yeah. So she had she obviously, I think what people were saying that for revenge, she decided that she was gonna also herself get with the Kardashian, and she went with this Rob Kardashian, who's very, very unstable. Right? He's a very unstable guy.
He's the younger brother that
Yeah,
went out
he-
with the British girl,
Yeah, Rita Ora.
Rita Hora.
That's what he called her.
He called that
He's the one that gave her the title, Rita Ora.
Rita Hora.
I think so. Oh no, because of the saga, that's where the title came
I
from.
actually
Rita
think
Ora.
she's a pretty girl, that Rita.
Oh, where's she from? Like Israeli or something?
Wait.
Yugoslavia.
But her being pretty doesn't negate her being a whore.
There's
There's pretty whores out there.
There's pretty
I
hoes
mean,
out there.
I'm not saying she's a whore.
I'm not giving her horse status because
I'm not saying she is.
I don't know what she's done in these streets.
No.
But
And she's Kosovan.
I
No,
know.
it's Yugoslav.
Is it?
is she Kosovan?
Yeah,
Kosovan, yeah.
No, she's from the former Yugoslav.
Former Yugoslav.
It's not called Yugoslavia anymore, is it? It's called
Yeah,
something
no,
else.
she's
She sound like
from
you-
Kosovo. Used
You
to
make
be
her
part
sound
of
like she's
Yugoslavia.
Borak.
Yeah.
I know what she's done in these.
Yeah, she's
streets.
got Kosovo.
You know what she's done in these streets?
I
Out
know.
Kosovo and
How do you know?
Yeah.
You
I've
know,
got connections.
definitely.
uh-huh.
Definitely. I looked it up because somebody said
But-
that she's black, or someone thought that she was half black. And I
She
said,
looks like she's got some black.
Yeah,
there.
that's those.
No, she's had
those,
black in her.
those woke brothers in it who just want to get a
Yeah.
pass for bagging a
Yeah.
white
Them,
chick.
them
It's
whole
like-
teppers.
Sorry.
Hoteppers are like,
Simple Simon, can you just repeat that so the people know?
What? That she had black in her.
She has had black in her,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah.
But she hasn't got black in her.
No, that's right. That's
Okay.
right. You
All
heard
right.
me.
So let's go back to the Kardashian behavior. Yeah. So but the Blac Chyna and the Rob Kardashian became a couple. They've got a TV program called Rob and you want to say something?
What? Where did you say she's from?
Kosovo.
And you
Romania.
said
Is she
Yugoslav.
from
So
Romania.
Yugoslavia is now Kosovo.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's
So
what
you're,
she's
so you're
from.
both right.
All right.
Or Kosovo is in Yugoslavia, but either way, you're both right.
Boom.
Okay.
But her parents are actually Albanian, which is the same as the Kardashians, right?
No,
no,
they're Armenian.
Armenian.
They start with AL.
So then So basically, we need to discuss how the Armenians are securing all of the good black genes as well, because they've now taken the Serena baby as well from the black delegation, because her baby is Armenian as well.
Oh.
But anyway, so what I was saying is,
watch out for these ALs.
Yeah, they're taking the good children with the money. But so the Rob and the China have now got a program called Rob and China. They have a relationship. Blah blah.
You're logging
blah,
it off, man.
Every time I start to speak, you cut me off to tell me something. So then they basically they are together, right? And then they broke up. During this breakup, I don't know how or why, but I think she's been texting him stuff, right? So she's been texting him her pussy, she's been texting him her breast, and she's been texting him arse shots, yeah? So
During the breakup?
I believe during the breakup, because I think she's still banging him for money, basically, which is where the strip whole bit came from a bit, I suppose. So he's still giving her money because obviously he's the child's father, and he's just giving her money as well. So they had a baby together.
They had a baby
So
together.
they had a baby together.
Jeez, what an
Called
idiot,
Dream,
boy.
I think the baby's name is.
Oh, what an idiot, boy.
Right, so so he went on a rampage the other day on Instagram and they started posting pictures of her nude, all the pictures he's been sending him. Then the best thing is not even the nude things. I think that's terrible. The best thing about this whole situation is that she's been sleeping with some next rapper dude. I don't know his name. I can't remember his name. But she's been sleeping with him in the bed that they shared, yeah?
In the flat that he pays for.
In the flat that he pays for. And
Okay.
this guy sent, I don't know if he sent it to him or somehow he's got it, a picture of him in Rob Kardashian's robe on his bed, relaxing. Relaxing.
That's
So
deep, you know.
then he posted that, said that this girl, she's sleeping with all these men, blah, blah, blah. She's a whore, she's a drug addict, she's a bad mother, blah, blah, blah.
She's a slut. She's a hoe.
Oh, she's a freak. Yeah, basically. Then he put up the pictures of the man, saying, "Look, this is the man sleeping in my house, in my bed. Look what she's doing. She's a bad mother. Look how mother she is." Then she put the nude images on there, and they put it online. Then T.I. came and said to him, "Oh, you shouldn't do stuff like that. That's really wrong." And then he just said to T.I., "I don't know why you're talking, because you paid for my woman to sleep with you and your wife." That shut T.I. out quite nicely. Yeah. Oh, you snoring now?
Started
Oh, you didn't know this?
You know what? After this initial
you didn't
thing,
know?
I switched off. It's like I don't really care.
The whole
You know,
palaver was going
I
on.
was looking at the pictures of the girl and they were covered up, so then I didn't care even more. I didn't get to see the proper nudes. So
I saw the proper nudes.
of course you would, Mr. Wolf.
Mr. Wolf has always seen the proper news.
Yeah,
Mr. Wolf don't even see women with clothes when he looks at them anyway. Just sees them naked straight away.
You know the film
Sex
They
ray
Live.
vision, innit?
Come again?
Sex ray vision. That's what it's got.
Don't worry about the sex ray vision. Yeah.
X-ray vision.
So yeah, so that's basically what happened. But I think what I would like to discuss about this particular situation is this leak of news thing. Like, is it this revenge sex thing? You know that you can get in certain countries, you can actually get done for sexual assault.
I don't know if it's sexual assault, but it's illegal to do revenge porn.
No, I think it's sexual assault. I think there was one woman, is it Misha Barsha or something like that? I can't remember. I think she was one of the OC.
Oh, Barton.
Yeah.
Barton, yeah.
Yeah, she had some pictures leaked by, I think, one of her exes, and it was sexual assault they got him for.
That's deep.
All right. Well, I know that in certain places, and I believe in this country, even in the UK, it's illegal to post explicit pictures on the net of a female who hasn't given you permission to do so. So usually it's called revenge porn, and it's when you do it to somebody that you've broken up with and you just so happen to have images of that person because you were together and you were privy to certain things, and now you're showing it to the world, and it's not good. But Wahala wants to know, is it actually
Sexual assault.
Sexual assault. Well, Stavros is saying no, because it's not an assault, but obviously it's wrong and it's immoral and it shouldn't be done. But I don't see where you're assaulting somebody by doing that.
I just don't understand. I think it's such a pussy old thing to do, man.
For me, I don't understand what Rob is getting out of this, because
Yeah, I saw you talking about this on Facebook
Yeah, because-
earlier. I didn't agree with you, by the way. But
yeah,
go on.
no, you don't have to agree with me, but the woman.
I think Darran actually hashtag what you're about to say, and I didn't even see what you're saying, but I think I know where you're going with this.
the woman is
A stripper hole.
a stripper. She's a stripper by profession, yeah?
Yep.
Was a stripper by profession.
Or she was a stripper by profession, yeah?
Listen, once a stripper, always a stripper.
Thank you.
Unfortunately,
This is by the way, this is Slutwalk's best friend. I forget what's her name
Amber.
again? Amber
Okay.
Rose's best
Yeah,
friend.
Amber.
Yeah,
and-
so
and-
she's done the circuit, yeah? I don't want to say that she don't have any rights because of it, but when you've lived the life of a stripper, like, can you really be upset about somebody sharing your photos? Everyone's seen you naked already.
Who's everyone?
I ain't seen her naked.
Everybody.
Yeah, I haven't seen her naked.
You haven't seen her naked?
Even
I
now,
don't
I still
know.
haven't. And her pictures have been posted online. And I still haven't seen her naked.
Maybe I use too much internet.
Go to thefappening.com. That's sorry. the FAPPENING.
I can't believe they made a whole website for that. You know,
That's all celebrity nudes on there.
Is that right?
For research purposes.
that's they made that website after
Yeah.
the leak, innit?
Yeah.
The Frappening.
Ah.
That's what they
Yeah.
called it. I don't understand why it was called the Frappening though.
Because FAP's a nickname for
Oh, the vagina.
for
You don't know what happened?
having a Tommy
Is that an American term?
and a Tommy tank.
Tommy Tank.
Wank.
AKA tug the
Yeah,
boat.
so for me, I was confused about how he thought that was revenge.
Darren,
Like,
are you co-signing this?
Well, wasn't that she doesn't have any rights, but for me,
I didn't say that she had any rights. I
the
said,
right to be upset.
yeah, no, I don't understand why he thought it was revenge.
Yeah, exactly. That's my thing. If you're a former stripper, you're not getting someone back by showing them nude. Like I
Yeah.
said, it's like someone who's a former chef. I want to get you back. How? I'm gonna upload pictures of you cooking. It's just like you're not getting me back.
I think the better one was the fact that he posted the pictures of her taking the surgery. Because he posted pictures of her when she was having her surgery. That might be more.
That was a video.
That was more probably revenge than the actual.
And
Now she can't claim that she didn't have this and she didn't have that.
So to me, that's more revenge, and also that has the potential to mess with her public image. So
not really, because everybody can see that everything she's got is fake.
yeah, but nobody knows for sure. That's the thing.
You know for sure.
Well, I know for sure, but nobody knows for sure. If you get what I mean.
Everybody knows for sure that is fake. If you threw some cement at it, it will ricochet off it straight off. It's just fake, man.
I mean, Bill Cosby's in the spotlight, but we don't know for sure, do we?
We all know. When did Jay-Z call him Bill Cosby? That's deep, you know.
Damn.
But no, but I saw some article about it though, saying that she may have actually kneecapped herself legally because she liked the pictures. So yeah, that is mad. So because she liked the pictures, it's hard to prove that she's had any distress caused by the pictures being leaked because
She
she's
could say
liked
that
it.
she was bookmarking it by liking it.
Us, that should be the lawyer right here.
Yeah.
That was an easy one. Yeah,
Apparently
that's
she-
an easy get out.
She's also been posting her own videos. So this is when I know that these people is petty out here. So she posted a video, I think, on Instagram of her stroking the bathrobe and bed cloth.
I saw that.
I wasn't sure if it was the same one to show that if the
Team
guys,
petty
but that was
for
okay.
life.
Bro, they're on this thing. This family, I just want to know how the mom's gonna make money off of this boy, because the mom's gonna make money out here. Apparently, I think she's married to him. Are they married?
Robin thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're married. They're married.
But she can't call herself Kardashian.
okay.
Are you sure they were married?
I think
Are
so.
you sure
I
that-
think they got married.
Are you sure she can't call herself Kardashian or she doesn't want to? Because
No.
China's a brand.
No, I think she can't call herself. I think they've done something, so she can't call herself Kardashian.
Because they knew that it probably wouldn't last.
The mum don't like. They don't like her in it. Because why would you like her? Because she was beefing with one of the daughters because the daughter went to go and bang the baby father.
It's true what they say about your environment though, because Rob's woman choice is a reflection of his sisters, basically.
And stepdad mom.
Huh? That one confused me. That one probably confused me, boy.
Did you see what he said to his mum?
I don't think they were married.
That was not real. That was not.
Oh, that was a real tweet?
that
Oh,
video
I
is-
saw that.
I wished it was.
But I was crying.
I wished it was.
I was crying. That was a big one.
What is not real?
The tweet, there's some tweet that they mocked up on screen. He said something along the lines of, my mum told me not to go with her, but I won't listen to her because she's going out with somebody who used to be Bruce or something.
That she married a dude called Caitlyn. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I know.
He hates his family anyway. He hates them all.
Does he?
Yeah, he hates them. Bro, this deep. This Rob Kardashian baby is deep. He's a very, very depressed human being. He shouldn't really be walking the streets.
To be
Let alone
honest, that's
backing Blac Chyna.
that's a lot of feminine energy in one house, though. Think
Yeah.
about you've got 5 sisters, your mum, and
And
your
it's just you,
stepdad, who's
bro.
now your
Amanda.
stepmom. That's just
It
yeah.
is.
He's got some issues, man. He needs someone to talk to.
He talked to Blac Chyna's vagina, innit? That's what he did.
Nah, mate.
That rhymed.
It even rhymes, yes.
Nah, I need someone professional.
But there was one funny meme though, saying that about Blac Chyna. She used to get like the black community needs to respect Blac Chyna because she's paid back for all the black men that the Kardashians have messed up.
She's ruined.
Yes. Yes. No. Yes.
She's finally
She's done what
reclaimed
no
some of
black
the
man has done before.
No, I want her to get money. I'm not even hating. I want her to get money for this. Like, she's finessing the thing. Let her finesse the thing, man.
Well, apparently he's spent so much money on it anyways. On him, if what he was saying was true, on those messages he was writing, I gave her $250,000 worth of jewelry today, and I spent 17,000 on rent last month.
I see one video where he dashed the whole stack at her, and she started she got a bit emotional on camera. Like, is this really for me? And he's like, yeah, sure.
I don't get that.
There were hundreds.
It's American.
Can you just even if you're super super rich, can you be happy knowing that a woman is with you just for money?
Yes.
Because I don't get it.
Yes, you can.
It depends on what. It depends.
Even if
What
you know
services am I getting for this payment?
even if you know she's never going to leave because you're always going to be rich.
She's never gonna leave.
and she'll stay by your side.
And she's not cheating.
She's not even cheating.
Then I'm
But
alright, madam.
She's there because you're rich.
Yes.
If you lost the money, she wouldn't be
bouncing.
there. But
That is motivation right there.
Yeah.
Never lose that money.
you'd be happy with that.
If I was a lonely person, I thought I was ugly in the face, and I thought that vagina is not coming somewhere else, me and her is cool. As long as we get along with each other, we're friendly. I get to enter, she gets to shopping, and I'm in that type of space and time. I'll probably be alright with it.
Yeah, but what if you're not lonely and you got a lot of charisma?
Then what? Then I'll go and find another woman in it. But if I knew that
another woman that will want your money.
no, they'll want me in it.
For
But
your money.
if I don't, for me, money is part of your attraction anyway. Whether or not it's somebody that only cares about your money or not. I think.
So you're saying women are gold diggers?
No, I'm saying that. Same way that I think that.
So money being part of attraction isn't that gold digging?
It's not the money. It's the security.
Oh, okay.
It's the security.
That's not what you said, but it's okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
money and security for me is linked hand in hand. Money and security for me is linked hand in hand. So that is why I was thinking myself, it's not really a big deal if the person wants you and they say to you that you should have money.
Darren, could you be happy with somebody if they just wanted you for money?
Yeah, if I had nothing else going for me, yeah, why not? And I'll cheat on her all the time, but I wouldn't make an apology album, no.
You
Wouldn't
just
need to.
throw the money.
Just throw more cash at her.
Oh,
innit?
that's a
Just
segue right
stuff
there.
it.
That's a segue right there,
I like what you did there.
Do the segue then.
Okay, so obviously this guy's talking about 444 or
Yep.
444, which
like
is the
that.
new Jay-Z album.
You see how when the yard man comes to the thing and everything finesse.
Look at him.
You see it? Look at it.
Listen, let's put your patties away, man.
Man's
Leave
drinking
your Dragon Stout and Magnum somewhere else.
Magnum and Babaru.
Where the hell is Magnum anyway?
Magnum is the tonic.
Yeah, but what is
wine.
it?
Bruv, anytime you want to jump in, just jump in. You don't have to
good
wait for
for
me
your
to.
butt.
Is it better than Ogogoro?
It's good for your butt.
But is it better than Ogogoro?
Ogogoro is hit and miss.
No, there's no hit and miss with Ogogoro.
No, it's hit and miss, man. You can drink some Ogogoro that's not good for your life.
So anyway, let's go back to what we were talking about. 444 or 444, isn't it? Has everybody heard the Jay-Z album here?
Yes.
Let's salute Webbs before we do that, boy. We even forgot that he.
No, I didn't forget. I just don't care. No,
Ah,
I did forget.
that's
I did forget.
babe,
I did
bruv.
forget.
Listen, Webbs. I hope you're enjoying yourself over there, bruv. And he's not here this week, but he'll be here.
Who's this web
Hopefully
person you're
next
talking about? Who's that?
Webs. I
Jermaine.
thought it was Darren. Oh, okay.
We're just replacing him with anyone that we can find.
Wow.
Any stray dog we pick up on the road. Yeah, you can take one spot.
Yeah, come in, mate, come in. All right, yeah, Webbs, yeah, salute, Webbs. Web Slinger is still away, and unfortunately, he couldn't join us on today's podcast, so we're just saluting him in his absence. All right, so yeah, back to more important things. Jay-Z and his 444 album. What do we all think about it?
Have we all heard it first?
What do we all think about it?
No, I like that. I like that album. I'm not a Jay-Z fan. I've never really gotten into Jay-Z the way Wahala likes to be into Jay-Z.
I don't know where you put that.
Pause.
Yeah, I don't know where you put that in there, bro. Don't say that again like that.
You love Jay-Z, bro.
I won't say that
Well,
again.
that's two people.
No, you do.
Jay-Z's my favorite MC, without a shadow of a doubt.
I thought you were just going to say favorite and leave it at that, actually. Jay-Z's my favorite.
What? No, my favorite artist is
Favorite everything.
my favorite artist is
Full stop, exclamation
My
mark.
favorite artist is
Ahead
Fella.
of Moi Moi, ahead of Amala
Hey.
is Jay-Z.
Oh God, please behave yourself there now. That is too much. But nah, Jay-Z my favorite MC. He's by far the best MC that's ever done it, and I think this album just proved that. To be honest, and I don't think I'm alone in people saying that.
Ooh.
47 years of age and he's bringing out classics like that, or he's
Bold.
going to be a classic. Let me not say it's a classic now because it's too early to be even.
It's a big statement right there, bro.
What?
Best to ever do it.
There's no one better than Jay-Z.
Steph?
The replay value. Do you think it's there?
Yes, I've listened to it. I've listened to it since it's come out constantly.
I haven't stopped playing it.
Yeah, so constantly listening to that album. It's half an hour. It's the same as Grish podcast. I can listen to it and it's all right. I don't have to be there all day long.
It's
I listen to it
37 minutes.
whatever, man. The album is dope. You can't. The story of OJ alone, yeah. That song alone.
The story of OJ actually is like, you might have a meme or a gif or something, or somebody just sitting on a seat, and it's just like they've been blown away. Things are just sending them back in their seat. That just hit me. That because I watched the video before I listened to the song without the video. So I saw the video first, or I saw about 2 minutes of it, and I was like, wow. Wow.
The video is amazing.
Yeah, like
It is.
wow. So for me, by far that's the best song.
You reckon?
It's not even a competition.
I think it's the best song as well.
Nah, not for me.
What's your favorite song?
Kill Jay-Z is my favorite.
I love Kill Jay-Z as well.
Why?
The beat is hard.
It's the lyrical content of that song, and I had to listen to it about 4 or 5 times. I think only now, I think I've picked up every single kind of metaphor and reference he's made in that track. Because only like the 5th, 6th time when he said, was it in the future other niggas playing football with your son?
Yes.
I always thought that was just a general reference to
The future.
just playing, just someone else raising your kid, and then like the 5th time I'm walking on the street now, I'm just like, he's talking about future, isn't he? He's actually talking about the rap. It's like, yeah, it's just light. It's always just light bulb moments throughout the album. But that track there though is the one for me.
Jay-Z's always had that, by the way. For people
Yeah.
that don't know, this is why Wahala loves him so much as a lyricist.
You're gonna like to say you don't like Jay-Z as well.
Jay-Z is my favorite. Well, him and Tupac are my favorite rappers.
I don't know why Tupac's your favorite. A waste man.
Because whatever.
Tupac's a waste man.
I did my college thesis on Tupac.
You should have just put waste man. Exclamation mark.
my end of year thing as well.
I
was
know
on
someone
Tupac.
else had done that.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
This is all many.
He's
years
the
ago.
best hip hop artist. So everything put together. So you want to talk about image, blah blah blah. Thing you find, but if we're talking about
Celebrity.
MCs, he doesn't even make the top 20.
Yeah, anyways, Jay-Z as a lyricist, Jay-Z is better than Tupac. But like you said, as a complete package, obviously Tupac can raise up on the list. But let's just go back to this album. So you're saying that it's Kill Jay-Z, the first song.
Yeah, that's my one.
And Wahala and Stavros are bang on this, the story of OJ. So the rest of you guys, what's your favorite songs? What are your standout moments from the album? What do you take from it? Like, go on, speak on it.
444 is something different to what Jay-Z has done in the past, as far as I'm concerned.
Is it?
Yeah, I think that he's gone,
Of course.
semi-conscious. What do we call it? Like,
I'm not gonna call it that.
episode 3 or 4, semi-woke or something like that. He's kind of made an album for us. He's made an album that we can listen to, something that we can understand.
Who's us?
Boy, his people. Obviously, it's an album for everybody to buy, all nations, all colors, all creeds. But in reality, that especially the OJ tune, that tune there is for the people.
It's like a conversation to black people.
It is for the people.
I don't call it woke or conscious. I call it sensible.
I call it Jay-Z, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but he didn't until what's the album where he had the like the 2 statues on the cover?
2 statues.
Yeah,
in the Black
Magna
Album.
Carta.
Magna Carta. Until up to that point, Jay-Z made a turn at that point. You could argue
Come?
American Gangster. No,
Kingdom Come, he was telling people about the businesses and all that type of stuff.
but he's done that from the first album, so that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about he made a change from I am this kind of person, whatever you might like, whether I'm a gangster or a hustler or a rapper, or I'm not a rapper, I'm a hustler that's rapping. And then from Magna Carta, he changed into I am a businessman that's rapping now. And I know he said it before, but he was just saying it. Whereas, he wasn't just saying it because he did do business, but at that point, it's like, I am actually the father. I am the father. Whereas before, I was like, I was your cool uncle. I was your cool uncle, and I'm rapping to you because he was a lot older when he first started. He was nearly 30.
he was 26 when he first
27. His first album was when he was 27, I believe.
I just heard him say it today, 26.
All right, so cool, me, brother. Okay, and so he's a lot older than a lot of these rappers when they bring out their first stuff because they're usually in their teens. So he was a older uncle that could speak to his peers because he was older than his peers. Whereas now he's like, I'm the father, not even the dad. I'm the father. I'm the father of the game. I'm the father of other rappers. So when I'm telling you, listen, I've said this before, yeah. As a family, for some reason, we sat down and we were talking about life in general. Now, being the Nigerian kind of hardback family that we are, we don't share emotions and all that stuff. But for some reason, this conversation, it kind of fleshed out, and my parents started talking about when they were younger, and my dad started talking about when he drove his motorcycle everywhere, and my mum would say how he would come to her house drunk and bang on the door and like, where's my woman, come downstairs, and she would, and like her parents were like, get out, you know, what are you doing, and blah. And then you realize, hold on. My parents have done everything that I would have done or could have done or wanted to do. So when they're telling me, Stavros, don't do this, Stavros, do that, go down this road, it's because they've done it before. And they're like, don't make the same mistakes I made. And that is Jay-Z on this album. He's not the cool uncle anymore, which tells you, yeah, go on, man. I won't tell your mum. Go do this. He's now the father that's telling you, don't put money to your heir. That don't make no sense. Buy property. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wasn't saying all that stuff before. He was talking about what I was doing, which is why he said I bought every V12. Now I regret doing that. Don't make the same mistakes I did. Don't even argue with me. I'm right, man, and I think I articulated it quite well. Thank you very much. Damn it. Yeah.
No, I agree with that point. I was thinking more of when people were saying that this album he's been more personal than ever.
Yes, but that is also the case.
No, but he has songs like You Must Love Me. Come on. I love the stuff that he's talking about in his album he spoke about before.
On other albums, he's had one song where he said something. That's so from the first album, he said one song. Whereas on this album,
there's 10 songs on this album, and I would say at least 8. Maybe even all of them, actually.
The Blueprint was quite personal. A lot of the songs on Blueprint was personal. It just doesn't say that he's him. So if you go back now, listen to 444 and go back to Blueprint, a lot of the stuff that he's saying on that matches now.
All right, let me just say. On this album, he said that his mum is gay. He's cheating he alluded to cheating on his mistress. He's talking about what he wants to do with his children.
Cheating on his mistress.
That's how Gaxi Beyonce, that's what I think of you. No, so cheating on his wife. He's spoken about shooting his brother again. He's talking about personal beef with other rappers, which he talks about on other songs, but he kind of skirts around it. Whereas this one, he fully talks about issues he's got with his other rappers, i.e. Kanye. He talks about a lot of things on a lot of songs, like Simple Simon said. It's not just a skirt like he does. He will skirt it on his other albums. Skirt. Yeah. This is what the album is about. This is my life. This is where I am at now, and I'm actually just throwing it out there for you to see it. And he's never done that before.
Griff?
Never.
Now, for me, it's like a therapy session, man.
It is.
It's like it's introspective. And everyone, I've heard this word used continuously, but it shows a vulnerability that I think, especially as black, male, rapper, businessman, former drug dealer, you don't show that. That's not part of the list of things you're meant to have, that kind of honesty and vulnerability. And I think in this album, he has that. He's talking about the idea of Blue growing up and actually searching on the internet and seeing that, you know, the Tooth Fairy and like Father Christmas isn't real, and her dad isn't this amazing guy. And stuff, just like that's like a real deep thought about that, and kind of taking the blame for these other instances. He had like talk about Solange in the elevator. That even crossed my mind that he was egging her on. I just thought she was just going mad at it. The elevator.
I think
you could see him moving his mouth.
No, but the mere fact that he mentions that and cheating on his wife, and the mere fact that they have gone through this major turn of events and stayed together, for me, that's a big thing.
Of course, it'd be a big thing.
What I'm going to ask though, how do you think that conversation went? Because
I want to know how she found out.
He's going to have to.
Maybe it's fake and they're just doing it for money.
He's going to have to have been given permission to do that, right?
What? To talk about it?
To talk about
Have you not had Lemonade?
Yes, but then she must have had permission to talk about it.
Listen, they must have said, you know what? Let's just air it out.
Yeah. She would have had permission to talk about Lemonade. She would be like, what are you gonna say?
Yeah.
What you gonna tell me not to talk about? Shut your mouth.
Hold up.
I don't
love you like I do.
So he must have got permission.
Yeah, he probably got permission. But
how does that conversation go?
I think as artists, I think it's just part and parcel.
Yeah.
As artists, you're more vulnerable than and as a comedian as well. I think anyone that's in the limelight, when you have an artistic nature, you're more vulnerable. You're more happy to expose yourself in general because you will always expose yourself in your art.
Yeah, but there's one thing. Okay, so you expose yourself in art, that's fine. But it's seldom that both of the people in the relationship are both in the same space. It's seldom that happens.
Right.
Yeah, so
No, it happens all the time.
But that's what makes this so legendary. Because it was back to back classics. Lemonade is a fantastic album.
Well, they're saying that 3
fantastic.
albums came.
Yeah,
from
3
there.
albums came from the
It's a-
elevator.
it's a-
innit?
it's a-
Because
Solange's
Solange's album
album
is
is a
bad as
classic
well
for me.
So
That's a bad
that
boy
Lemonade album was so good.
Good.
Yeah. And then when he come with this now, it's just back to back classics from one house, bro. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah,
Though?
yeah.
Like normally you have a famous person who's at the forefront, and their partner's famous by proxy.
Yeah.
But they may not be famous in that same way. So with that, like it's a little bit different. Whereas this, they're both on the same platform. Obviously Beyonce is bigger than Jay-Z to a degree. In publicity and all the rest of it, but they're on the same platform. Like you can almost call them like for like.
They're the best rapper, the biggest rapper, and you got the biggest artist.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
world. That's it.
Together, and then they're airing out like personal stuff.
They're illusion. But you know what?
It's
yeah?
mad.
It makes sense though, because in the end, I'm assuming somehow they thought it's gonna come out. So you might as well make it come out the way you want it to come out.
And you know the irony of it was? I don't think it would have come
I
out.
think it would have.
Who's gonna tell?
People have been talking about him. The people have been talking about this because
They've been talking about him cheating.
No, not
but
just cheating.
All we can do,
No, not
all
just
we can
cheating.
do is
They've talked about his cheating. They've talked about the fact that she's had stillborns as well. They've said that Beyonce
Yeah.
had stillborns for years, but nobody's really brought it up. So this time is the first time that somebody's actually confirmed it.
yeah.
so
but,
he's confirmed.
But
that.
again, he didn't.
No, she did confirm it.
She
They
confirmed
had
the stillborns.
Yeah, they had a bloody video where they were showing their holidays and all that stuff, and they spoke about them.
I ain't seen
It was,
that.
well, I thought it was a miscarriage, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is a miscarriage, stillborn, same thing.
Okay, well then she spoke.
I
about
didn't
it.
even know.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a
goddamn.
long time ago, man.
But for me,
I'm not
I
a
mean,
beehive person.
even that stuff. If they didn't tell anybody, we'd only have to speculate and speculate and speculate and TMZ. That's all we'd have.
Listen, where is Becky? Where is pictures of Becky?
I don't know.
Nobody would have found out.
Yeah, no one would have.
Because
Who
if,
is this
if,
woman?
if both people had told you, unless they've mucked her,
No one knows who Becky is.
They've
No.
And I think
They judge
I-
think it's
yeah,
Rachel
no,
Ray, but I doubt it's Rachel Ray.
No, but I think that they're quite powerful within the entertainment
Illuminati,
world.
innit?
That with Illuminati.
I knew- I knew
whatever
it was-
you want to talk about. You know me, I'm a conspiracy theorist, bro. You know me, bro.
If
You know
it's drinks
me,
blood at
bro.
night and all these things.
No. But I think that they are really powerful. That they could have, suppressed the story or suppressed the stories, and they chose their time to bring these stories out. And I think that we've seen so many other couples go through things like this and get divorced and remarry and what have you. For me, I see them as a strong black couple, and I like the look of them.
No, I'm not going to dispute that. Him and Beyonce and Will and Jada. You need these couples in the world to show that they can go and be
through a
clear,
madness.
innit?
Yeah, and go through a madness and still come out the other end.
Yeah, because T.I. and Tiny ain't doing it at the moment.
No. But I think as well, I think the reason Becky hasn't surfaced is because of the beehive.
She's
Oh,
dead.
God, she's dead. But you know what? It's not Becky, is it? It's Becky's, because
The
the man said
Becky's,
they're
yeah.
threesome.
Yeah.
So, this is what. Okay, I want people to understand this, and I want people to acknowledge it. All you people that are saying, "How can this man cheat on Beyonce?" To us, it's Beyonce. To him, it's his girl.
Yep.
That's it. I cheat on my girl. I didn't cheat on Beyonce. I cheated on my girl. People are gonna say, "Oh, this girl," but he sees Beyonce every day. He's banging Beyonce all the time.
You say that, but then the Eric Benet lyric doesn't make any sense. Then does
What?
it?
No, it makes perfect sense.
No, but he's saying that it's just his girl, but he's not, because you can't say that it's just his girl and then say that he was
Don't do
potentially
it, Eric Benet.
Yeah, Eric Benet. Which
Yeah,
is
but
like
at the time when he
cheating
was
on
banging
the
out-
best girl in the
Yeah.
world.
yeah,
You
but at the
understand what I'm
time he was banging
Yes.
out, it was his girl, bruv.
It's an objective, subjective
Yeah.
thing, and in your own head, you could do the both.
Yeah,
and you could
I
say,
think so.
yeah, in my life, it's my woman, but I know that everybody knows what they. Like I said, every man knows what he's got. Once you've got a good woman, you know you've got a good woman, but your penis is talking to you, innit?
Yeah.
Your penis is talking to you on a different level. It's a different head. So that does one thing. Do something with someone. No. So it's different, innit?
Yeah.
It's different.
And also, you got to remember, most guys, when they cheat on their woman, they don't actually upgrade when they cheat anyway.
Yeah.
So it just, you don't know. Like
Yeah, but-
Beyonce might not, she might not
it's
like
cheat-
do something that
cheat-
Jay really wants to do.
Cheat is not like
Hold on. Let's not skip past that. What are we saying Beyonce's not doing?
Well, threesome for one.
Yeah.
And-
Trying to
and-
do threesome. And then there's just
Unless
two.
they're paying Blac Chyna for one.
Question.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, so this is a real question now,
Skip a
yeah,
hole.
because there's been numerous allegations that he slept with Rihanna. Yeah, that Jay-Z slept with Rihanna.
Big up
Right,
yourself.
you got a one night, right? You got one night in a hotel. I think we might have asked this before in the past, maybe.
I think I heard.
And I think we all said Rihanna.
Let's ask Griff though, because Griff is here.
All right.
Yeah, you got Rihanna and you got Beyonce, right? You got them
there was another one.
Nah, it's those two.
Those two.
We're gonna ask Griff. We already answered before. Let's Griff out. You got those two. You got a hotel room. No, 2 hotel rooms. You go into one room. Which one you going into?
No brainers, Rihanna, innit?
But if you were to ask who looks better, everyone's gonna say Beyonce looks better.
Beyonce is better, but
Rihanna's filth.
yeah, it'd be a madness.
Rihanna can bath and she's still filth.
Yeah.
Straight after the bath.
No, she's mad. That's just comedy shame.
So can we just go back to last week where I said this? Listen, people, ladies and gentlemen, when I talk about the filth,
Yeah.
the filth draws you in. It's like moth to light.
No, man, seriously. I think Rihanna would flip the roles as well in the sense of after the sex, I'd be left there calling her, being like, hey, what's going on? You ain't messed me back. Like, what's happening? Just trying to see where we are right now. It's like 2 weeks later, it's just bare messages from me. No response for her. WhatsApp picture's gone grey. She's deleted my number. I'm still.
Is she gonna leak your nudes?
Yeah.
No,
man, I would catch feelings. She would do some madness in the bedroom. It's like, I can't go back. I can't go back to normal sex.
You guys try to sleep with another woman. It's just not the same.
I can't go back to normal sex.
Call yourself Riri. Call yourself Riri.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Many a
imagine?
man has fallen in love with a hoe. It's happened many a time. And
Where's this randomly coming from?
No,
Women
because
fall in love with the whole men as well.
yeah, women fall in love with men hoes, but men generally, I find, fall in love with hoes, and hoes tend to be a little bit more flamboyant and animated in the bedroom.
You know what? It's not even.
How do you know?
Do you think that women?
No, don't speak. Don't speak. Allow there to be a moment of silence because Mr. Wolf's face.
I plead the fifth.
The fifth.
The fifth.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do you think that women that are known to be promiscuous in circles, or people say it's promiscuous, do you think they're more attentive to their man when they have a man? Do you think that they're more caring and loving than a woman that is not known to be promiscuous? Do you think that might be a reason why men fall for them?
No, I think practice makes perfect.
So you think it's only the sex?
You see, people like to say in conversation, oh yeah, you know, sex is really important in a relationship or in relations. But I don't think people appreciate how important it actually is.
You talk often about how sex is not that important.
No, but again, when I say that, I mean psychologically. This thing, it's not important to me anymore because I'm old now and it's dust. But when you think about actually sex,
That's not what you said last week.
Hmm?
That's not what you said last week.
What did I say last week?
Last week, I was playing the bit where we were talking about the filth from last week to my wife, so she heard it from me, not from no third person. And
Can you imagine? She has to be a whore. She has to be a whore.
well, it's more the ego bit where I was like, the ego is, I love my wife, but my ego is more important than my wife. So I wanted her to understand what I was on about. But during that part of the conversation, you were saying that sex is important, because if the sex wasn't so good, then the relationship would be like a non-starter. That's like wouldn't move.
I'm actually adding to that point now.
Okay. Sorry.
So I'm saying to you that like people don't realize that psychologically the impact of good sex goes beyond the actual sex itself. You actually get implanted with an idea about that person. They touch you in the soul.
Can I ask you a question?
It becomes good sex is spiritual.
No, it's the truth. If somebody can open, would they say turn you out or
Turn you out. Isn't that when you turn gay?
No. You can turn somebody out like as if to say like they were prude before and they're not a prude no more. You can turn somebody out like that.
Okay.
If somebody
Pride.
If somebody touches you in the man said pride. Jesus.
Okay, then.
If somebody touches you in the right place
For the very first time.
in a way that you didn't know that was there, and then on top of it you realize, oh my god, I like this and I never knew, and this person came along and that person has changed your life.
Can I ask you a question then? All the man them, yeah?
That's true.
Would you prefer,
It's called dickmatized.
if you could have a woman, yeah, that gives you one good sex every let's say 3 weeks. Once every 3 weeks, you have one good session. One good session.
I'm taking that one.
Then you wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna say against the regular, normal, just okay sex, you take the one good session every 3 weeks.
Yeah, it'd be something worth looking forward to.
Yeah.
Every 3 weeks, though.
No, but it's like me. I look forward to football on Sunday. I look forward to that 3 weeks, boy. I would.
It's Tuesday. It's coming soon.
It's coming soon. It's soon. And then that's it. You'd be doing press ups and sit ups
I
in
will be
between.
lighting candles, boy.
Yeah, to make sure you're ready,
Lying
boy.
down on the bed with in the bathrobe like the dude in the Kardashian picture.
I don't know.
My homie said, shine your
See,
light
I know
on
Mr.
the
Wolf will want
world.
the regular bang in it. You want the regular though.
Men need to release.
Yeah,
bro.
do ya?
You know what I mean? You need to release, bro. You know, and waiting 3 weeks to burst, you're gonna kill the woman, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Jeez, you've been going to A&E after every sex session.
You'll be
bruv.
doing it for the culture, bro. Trust
what I
me.
mean?
Yes.
Stavros is just sitting here smiling about that. What the third week?
Why?
Because I'm imagining the third week.
Yeah.
I'm
You
just sitting
know
there
that when you
still
get to that third week, you're not even gonna perform well. You're just gonna end up busting quick and be
Are
happy with
you
that.
mad?
Okay.
You think it's just going to be once? You waited 3 weeks. You think it's going to be once. And she's supreme clientele as well. Are you mad?
If it's a good session, then even if that was to happen,
Is it alright to have? No, sorry, go on.
then you'd continue on, innit?
Can you have like an intermission between sex where you eat and stuff and then carry on?
Yes,
after?
it can happen.
You can actually have a good meal and you know,
Yeah.
like you sit at the
Why
table
not?
naked.
People do that. I don't.
One of my boys, when he was at uni, he got to go back to his room. He ordered a pizza. Didn't share any with her. Just made her just sit on the bed while he finished the pizza.
Gaza.
Then had sex with her.
Gaza.
Then got onto his laptop and started playing Football Manager while she was just there. This wasn't his girlfriend. This wasn't his girlfriend.
No, that's if they treat the woman better than that.
That's not even. That's
a
not
link.
nice, you know.
That's a link
It's
right
not even
there,
nice.
boy.
It's like a part time. It's a distraction.
Isn't it? You've done. Why are you still here? Type thing.
And he ain't waiting 3 weeks for another one, boy. I'll tell you that much.
Listen, all right. Let's just change the subject very slightly.
Mm.
I saw a video online of a man at his wedding bowling as the wife was coming down the aisle.
Okay.
Bowling.
Which one is it?
Is
the one with the two?
It's not a very famous one.
Oh, okay.
But
That man was crying like he cheated on her.
you imagine that, yeah. So I'm sure we've seen videos of men crying as their women are coming down the aisle.
Yeah.
Now the best man took the cloth from his top pocket and wiped this man's tears like he was the actual bride.
Are they bisexual, bro?
No, the pretty woman was coming down the aisle, but
Right. I don't
he didn't
trust
just
those two.
didn't just dash in his thing like fix up. He didn't just scrub it across the man's face. He delicately and tenderly wiped his bedroom's face.
I don't trust them.
Pride.
If,
right.
One time.
if
To get pause.
if your boy was crying at the aisle and you had the tissue and somebody like even signaled to you, so they told you, like, you know, they were signaling, wipe him down. Would you do that for your boy?
You would see Wahala in the video going, what are you asking me to do? What are you talking about? I wouldn't even know what you're on about. If I saw, like, when you got married, I expected you to cry. I'm not going to pretend or lie. I really thought you were going to bust
Right, you
out
don't have to
crying.
pretend like you were taking bets on it. My brother's gonna cry. I got 2-to-1 odds. 2-to-1
We were
odds.
going to cry, but you didn't cry. But let's say that Simple gets married, yeah? And if Simple starts crying at that wedding, there is no way I'm not busting up in the middle of the wedding. I'm laughing at it. I'm laughing right there at the wedding. I'll be like, the woman probably, she'll hate me forever because I've just ruined her wedding because I'm there busting up laughing. Because why is he crying at the wedding?
It would take everything for me to not fall on the floor laughing.
How can man cry at the wedding?
But the thing that's so bad is that if it happened and you started laughing, I'd probably start laughing too.
You have to laugh because how can man be crying at the wedding?
Oh,
To the point where somebody wipes away your tears. Come on.
All right, so Wahala, you wouldn't wipe tears for your best man.
Nah, I'll use your dreadlocks to wipe away his tears. I won't even use the bloody cloth.
Darren, you wiping tears?
I probably would, just to add to the mockage of the whole situation. Like, I'd be wiping in one hand and pointing at his head with the other hand, like, look at this dickhead.
This is all recorded, though.
Yeah, make sure the videographer gets this. Like, just wave them over. Look, he's crying. I'll be wiping his face like that. Go, get this down so that he sees this.
So it wouldn't be tenderly, it would
No.
be mockingly.
Yes.
I like that.
Yep.
It needs to be mocked, man.
Mr. Wolf?
I ain't wiping nothing, man. Thunder.
I I think you'd wipe the tears, bro.
Mr.
man.
I think you'd.
I think you'd actually feel a bit emotional about
and
it.
I think you would do it tenderly as well.
Yeah, I mean,
And there will be and there will be this reminds me of when I had my first child.
yeah.
As a father.
Certain things touch you more when you're a father. Once you see the baby come out of that room, once you see the baby come out of that room, you are a
I
different
didn't cry
man.
with any of my kids.
You know what? The levels of this podcast is so all over the place.
You're a different man when it comes out of the womb.
I don't know why these men think that I would dip.
Because you're a nice guy. I
be
think a
like,
nice guy does that.
that would be awkward, bro.
Nah, I think you wipe
I
the
don't-
tears, bro.
I don't
I think you'd even use your own handkerchief, not even theirs.
Stavros will, Stavros will do it, and I'll use my handkerchief instead of theirs because their one needs to be neat.
You
and
see what I'm
clean
saying?
in their pocket.
Stabs like that guy.
Yeah, and Simples, because I got a follow up question for this as well.
Nah, it's arm on shoulder. I don't know if I can't wipe a man's tears. I can't do it.
Wipe a next man.
Tell him
tears.
fix up.
No, it'll be hand on the shoulder and things. I feel you, brother. I feel you, but do you need a?
Okay, so you put the hand on the shoulder, but
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
wipe the
yeah,
tears.
Yeah, I ain't
yeah.
wiping his
I'll
tears.
co-sign
Okay,
that.
all right, and so I'm glad I know you were my best man. Well, well, hello, was.
I was your best man, and I was waiting for you to cry to laugh at you.
Okay,
But it didn't happen.
But the second part of this was, so this was on Twitter or something like that,
Whatever.
and all the comments from enough of the women were, "My man better cry. My man better cry. My man, if my man doesn't cry, I'm turning around and starting again. Or if my man doesn't cry, I'm disappointed. Or if my man doesn't cry,
that most
the
of the
wedding is
comments,
over." A lot of the women.
They're chatting
I would
shit.
say 50% of the women were saying that.
They're chatting shit.
Half the women were like, "That's beautiful," and then the other half were, "That's beautiful if my man doesn't cry." Yeah, that was how this.
Which
Nah.
man? They probably don't have no man.
They're single. Those ones are single.
Yeah.
Mr. Wolf is shaking his head.
What do you think about this?
I think that's nonsense. I mean, we're talking about you want you're egging your man to burst into tears.
What's your views on a woman that's upset on a man that doesn't cry? Is there anything wrong with her saying that I want him to show that emotion?
Yes.
Yes,
There's something wrong with that.
Yes.
of course there
Sounds like
is.
a nutter.
For me,
You
exactly.
think so?
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
She
I
does.
would-
She
it
does
does.
nuts.
Yeah, you want that person to be so emotionally uncontrollable.
Let
that
the
they
man
start
be
crying.
himself.
Yes, they want the man to be so in love and so overcome by emotion that it comes out of his eyes.
Women are
Alright,
obsessed with this crying thing.
All right,
though.
well, put it this way: they should know their man before
Yeah.
she comes up the aisle, so she should know whether that is in him or not. If you're with a man that is highly emotional, maybe the chances are that you were the child in the household, or maybe you ain't even gonna get to the flipping wedding in the first place because you want a more masculine man.
Exactly.
You understand? But then if you're egging a man to cry who isn't really that emotional, you're just wanting a
So
man to not be himself.
Masculine men don't cry.
I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying masculine men don't cry. I'm saying
I
that
think everybody cries, but at the end
some
of the
point.
day, why would you egg your man on to cry at a certain time period to benefit you on your day? Because it's all about them,
it's all because it's all for show. They
that's
want
what
their
I'm
friends to
saying.
see that you made that person cry. It's
oh
nonsense.
my god, my man
Yeah.
cried at my wedding.
No, I think I'm getting a sense from those comments. It's not even like the woman wants the man to cry. It's like it's not an idea that entered her head until she saw another man do it for another woman.
Yeah.
It now becomes a benchmark that she needs her man to meet and stuff. So like if the guy, I don't know, bought her man bought his woman like, I don't know, a tank. She never even wanted a tank, but because she goes, well, she's got a tank. I want a tank at my wedding. Why? Because she just seen someone else with it. Like it's just
like,
that kind
it's
of
like the size of the diamond in an
yeah,
engagement ring.
exactly. Like she's a woman. She'll say she don't want a diamond. She don't want a diamond. Don't want a diamond. And when her best friend gets proposed to and she sees that diamond, she then like, yeah, I need a diamond now. I need that now and stuff because it just becomes women are competitive.
Yes, more
it's
competitive
just
than men.
yeah, it's just not accepted as a feminine trait, so they'll never state it, but they're competitive.
It kind of simple. It reminded me of a video that I saw on social media. I think it was Facebook, and it was a woman. Her vows were poetry, and when I tell you the way that she worked those lyrics, it nearly had me in tears.
Oh my god!
Do you understand? So, listen,
as a father.
So hold on. If you were the groom now, you would be so much more emotionally invested. You might have come to tears.
maybe, but not just because a woman is walking up the aisle. She
But what if
invested.
you could?
She
The ass was
invested
so front.
time.
In fact, you could see it from the front.
So you must cry. Onion.
See, now that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Now I mean,
Simple
talking about the
thing.
backside. No, but in reality, this woman invested time in putting these words together. She's obviously a very good poet, but I like performing arts. I love poetry and all that stuff. And the way that she performed that on stage or on the aisle, it was superb. It was amazing. Trust me. we'll throw it into our social media outlets for you guys to look at.
You'll throw it because you always say will. You'll find it because I
I'll
don't know what you're
find
talking
it.
about.
I'll find it. Ain't no
At
big deal.
ESN podcast, everybody. I find myself crying more and more these days.
You cry over
Stavros.
everything,
No,
bro.
no, no,
There's
no,
nothing
no,
wrong,
no,
crying.
no, no,
Nothing
no,
wrong
no.
with it
Hey,
at all.
fever.
I didn't. No. Stavros never used to cry about nothing really. Unless I got angry. If I got angry, I'd do the angry. Do you know the angry cry? When you get so vexed that it's like you start crying when you're angry.
He's
But I
a
didn't-
one tier man.
Oh,
bro.
Chairgate in Brazil. Chairgate.
Well, I didn't cry then, but
One tier man. That's what I
kind-
call him.
and-
You were close to it.
But no.
No?
But that kind of
Anger.
idea, yeah, cry out of anger. But recently, like that Grenfell Tower things, there's somebody that called up LBC and their parents had died, and they called up the station with the DJ or whatever you want to call them, that was very pro for the people in that building. They wanted to find out stuff. They were vexed. They were always like defending them and bigging them up. And this person that said, I don't know if it was his dad and mom or his brother and his mom or whoever it was, but it was somebody or his son and his wife, but they had died. And he called up and he was explaining, and he just said, "Thank you for what you've been doing. Thank you." And he started crying. The DJ started crying, and I was in the car, like, because it was so heartfelt. It was like, what you've been doing, and the man was like, "Please stop," and it's like everybody was just crying, and I was crying in the car with my wife beside me. I don't think
Was
she
she
even
crying?
noticed. Yes, we all four of us
As
were
a
crying.
family.
Yes,
Because the baby
It
cried
was-
too.
The baby's always crying. Yeah. No, it was just deep, and I cry over films and stuff these days.
No.
Films.
Yeah.
You know, what episode was it when I called him the clitoris? What was it?
Yeah, I can't remember, man.
No, there's nothing wrong with crying.
Because when I said it, it was like a
labia.
joke, but it coming like it's true.
Okay, and then I'll still
You're
shank
the
somebody.
no,
I'm
you're
the one that's gonna shank somebody.
Yeah, because
when
you're
it
the
comes
emotional
You
one.
won't cry when you do it.
Everybody calls me the aggressive one, but you are the emotional one.
And the emotional killers are the worst.
I keep
Yeah,
telling
that-
people that Stab would call somebody before me.
Those extra stabs for no reason.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
cry with the stab. Don't want to do this. Bite me. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do.
You know what? Stavros come like Stan, innit? Stan from that tune with Eminem.
I don't come like Stan.
Yeah.
Stavros-
Well, you gonna say
Psycho.
something about the wedding thing, man.
Stavros is the clitoris and the labia. What I was gonna say, it's funny that you brought up the wedding thing because I saw a wedding video today. It might be the most gangster thing I've ever seen in a wedding video. They're doing their vows at the table, and the groom's mistress turned up
Oh,
in a wedding dress
Oh wow.
to come and flunk the wedding. Fantastic stuff.
I actually covered my mouth like I was there at the wedding.
What do you do?
Fantastic stuff. She was going off.
No, what do you do as a groom?
I don't know. You stand there and you
I'll say whoever wins, innit?
Yeah, you write 444. That's what you do. You write an album that good. That's what you have
Trust
to
me.
do.
That hands down, that was the best thing I've ever seen in my
Oh
life.
my
It was
days.
real confusion.
From Jerry Springer,
I'd
man.
walk home.
Yeah, you just leave,
I'm
man.
going.
You walk, you kiss your mother, and you leave.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna apologize to my parents and go.
You know what? Yeah.
And maybe
Nah,
apologize to hers as well.
Just
You know
grab
what?
a piece of cake
But-
on the way out
You
and
get
that's
me?
it. Just
I
like,
get someone to get rid of her, mate. What the fuck?
Oh, you still trying to get married?
You still
I'm trying to get what? What are you talking about? I spent all this money for this stupid woman to come and mess shit up. I'll
don't-
point a couple fingers at certain man.
Do you know her? I don't know her. I never met her, fam.
Whoa, did you hear what he said? He'll point his fingers at certain man. They had them removed from the place.
Remove
Is
that
that how
one
you're
there.
living?
What time?
Is that how you're living?
That one there.
And you know somebody has to
Get
take a
rid.
hit for that as well, innit?
Huh?
You know
Get
somebody
rid.
actually has to take. Who is it? It's somebody that I used to sleep with.
Yeah,
you have to take that hit, boy. If you're a good wingman, you take that hit.
Trust me.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know,
It just
man.
reminds me of Best Man.
Well, the best man film.
Yeah, man.
You know
Those-
what?
Those images of him having of his wife
In the
to
strip
be
thing. Oh man, and
banging his
that's
best
a Rob
friend.
Kardashian right there, boy. Just peep. You know what? Yeah, I think that was these days are a bit soft, man. Because have you ever seen your parents' wedding photos and pictures?
Oh yeah, yeah. Of
What
course.
do they look like?
They look like gangsters, man.
My dad wasn't smiling in his wedding photos at all.
Straight
It
gangsters.
looked like Bonnie and Clyde posing for a picture.
The man was looking like he was going, like somebody pushed him into it, like he was. It's like, if you hear the story, it's my dad that chased my mum. It's my dad that said we have to go and get married. He's the one that did all of the stuff. But when the wedding come now, if you see the actual image, it looked like somebody had photoshopped him into the picture from military picture. Like no smile, no nothing. Didn't even shave.
My folks look like proper gangsters, boy. Like they just come out of some gangster film and get married.
Did they smile in the pictures?
Yeah, man.
Oh, you're lucky there was a smile.
Mum looked happy, boy.
Yeah, my mum looked alright. My dad was just today, boy.
My dad just had one smile on his face, like, yeah, I finally
I've
got that.
collected it.
Well, I actually have
Contact.
like gangster pictures from my,
Oh
on my
yeah,
wedding.
your wedding pictures are bad.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
they're
you.
wicked.
I think we're not friends on Facebook, so how do you see that?
I don't know how, but there are so many. I see him though.
Your pictures are
No,
great, bro.
that's
You
it.
probably tag somebody in it, and that's it.
Yeah, you must. Yeah.
Yeah, I tagged all the mans that were in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm friends with him on Facebook,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah,
So you would have
yeah,
seen
yeah,
through me.
yeah. So hang on, let me ask a question though, yeah? On the same sort of theme of weddings and stuff, you know, like pictures are part of the whole process, yeah? If as a man, £3,000. As a man, yeah.
Not as a father.
No, just as a man. As a man, actually, you've had a wedding, so we can even ask you, yeah. If somebody came to your wedding, another man, and was dressed in a manner that would suggest that they were either looked better than you or they were at least trying to look as good as you, would that bother you as a man?
I forgot to come in when you said your piece.
Yes.
Oh,
It
wow.
would bother you. Stavros is if
The G-spot. The G-spot of the crew.
all right.
The squirter. The squirter of the crew.
Squirt of the crew, you know.
So all right. The question is a man trying to outdress me on my wedding at my wedding on my wedding day? Yeah, like your wedding day comes, man comes Yes. down. If a man is trying to go out of his way to look better than me on my wedding day, not just he wants to look good, he's trying to outdo me. Then yeah, I'd have an issue with that.
What if he just wants to look good and he just happens to outdo you?
Well, then I'd have an issue with the fact that I'm not the best dressed person in the room. Which hold on, Stavros takes pride in. Genuinely, anyway, yes. Can we agree that Stavros actually wants to be the best dressed man in the room all the time, irrespective? Like we know a dude, yeah.
Are you proud of that?
Huh?
Are you proud of that?
I have.
Pride.
Yes.
Pride,
I like looking good. Yes. Yes.
Stav.
Yeah. Yes.
Question.
Yes.
So
I
how-
dress good, and I want to. Yes.
So how do you feel if this dude pulled you to one side and said, "Look, I'm aware that I look better than you, so I'm gonna tone it down now. I'll take a few things off because I know you feel that."
Oh, wow.
He actually tells
I'm gonna take off my tie.
Ego.
Yeah, I'm gonna like tone it down. I know I'm at 100 right now, so let me drop it down
That's
to
a
90
spinning
for
bird
you.
kick on the ego, bro.
We drop it 90 for you.
Look at Stav Ricky's
Yeah.
face.
You look like a muppet.
And he
That's exactly what I was gonna say. You
pulls,
know, when Muppets just their heads just shaking like that is what I don't know what
he pulls out like accessories out his pockets and just put these on. This will put you up to like the right
Oh
level.
wow! So now he's even giving you tips. Life is ego, fam. Life is ego.
Well, now you've got an example of the life is ego.
That honeymoon has
hashtag.
ruined me.
Because man's
He's gonna cuss all through the honeymoon.
Who is this guy?
All through the honeymoon when he's meant to be having sex, he's gonna be talking about this guy. So the man came to come to the wedding and he told me I didn't look as good as him. He told me I didn't look as good as him.
Do you think you look better than me? Do you think you look better than me? No, be honest. You want to marry him, don't you? This marriage is over.
Eddie plus one dude as well.
I'm a
His
lonely.
name is even on
Yeah,
the
his
invite
name's on the
list.
list.
He's just Eddie. He's your woman's friend's man. Eddie plus one dude. Just
Yeah,
there.
you don't
That-
even
that
know
maneuver
the guy,
we
bro.
call-
To be honest,
We
Darren,
call
that's
that the sequin dress, that maneuver, right?
That's a very good question, and I don't know what. I just know I'd feel bad. Like I'd feel bad inside.
That is the sequin dress.
I'd feel bad that it got to the position. I've got to this position in my life where a man can come up to me and say, "I have to dress down to make you look
You look
good."
good. That's
Yeah,
it.
or I have to give you something to make you look better. I just think that this is not.
Who's this guy
This
that
is
you're
not a
talking about?
situation. Gory, innit?
Oh,
There's a guy that I know that I always say when we go out, he's the only guy that I know dresses better than me. And so when we're out and I see him, I'm like, he's done it again. He's done it again.
yeah, the
Because
guy.
I am usually, whether call it ego, and you can say that I'm wrong. You can easily say I'm wrong. That's fine. But I usually think I'm usually within reason the best dressed guy in the room. When I make an effort, then I'm the best dressed guy in the room. But if Gory's in the house, he will always make an effort anyways, and I'm making my effort, and I have to look at him and be like, "You won." And I'll go up to him, I'll shake his
I'll
hand,
have
I'll
to-
be like, "You won, you won."
I have to co-sign that. G the money is just sense is amazing, and I tend to. That's my benchmark. You understand? And as much as Stavros seems to believe that he's the best dressed man, I seem to believe that as well. So
Let me be fit like you people. I'm fat and I still look better than you people.
Oh, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm giving him.
well, no, but
He's large, so to find the clothing that would actually suit him is
Let
is
me
a bit harder.
be
it's
in
a
a shape.
good look. But you see what Simple Simon has just asked. I've actually been in that very position, you know.
You've had to make somebody else look better.
I have gone out of my way to not wear a particular suit at a wedding of fear of looking better than the groom.
Oh wow! Only you,
Gone out of my way.
Mr. Sweet Boy. I'm not a sweet boy.
I've looked.
I'm not a sweet boy.
I don't even have to be. I think I look nice in suits, innit? I've looked at the suit.
I don't think you're tall enough to wear a suit.
When you put the 5-year-olds in suit,
Don't listen to these guys, man.
clip a bow tie.
Don't listen to these guys.
He has to wear.
Don't
what's it
listen to
called?
these
No
guys,
belt. He
man.
doesn't wear belt. He wears
Braces.
braces. Yeah.
Nah, man.
To hold the trouser up.
That man looks good in suits, bruv.
No, I'm not dissing you, Mr. Wolf. You are a slick looking type of human being. I'm not gonna push that on you.
I know.
You know why I asked the question? You know where the question come from?
Where?
You know, it was Stav's daughter's birthday the other day. Why did my daughter turn up in a sequin dress, please?
She looked like a Supreme.
That's what I'm saying to you. Why did she?
And
turn
she
up?
danced like a Supreme.
Oh, listen.
Yeah, I did.
She was dancing like a Supreme.
I
bruv.
was sitting there watching
Literally.
it. I was thinking, why did it have to be my daughter that comes in big sequin dress? You know,
It's kind of like they didn't come together, you know.
Yeah, but he,
Like
she didn't drive her there.
Like she turned up by herself.
I didn't dress
With
her though.
The
yeah,
chauffeur-
but
the chauffeur brought her.
there's nothing wrong with coming in a sequin dress. If you're going to an African party, a sequin dress is not going to outshine anybody else there.
It's true.
So that's not a problem.
That sequin dress it got mentioned. I mentioned it. I was like, wow, look, yeah.
Nah, man. There's
She does
always
fantastic.
African places. There's always gonna be customs.
Since when have you said a 2-year-old dress?
in a sequin dress.
2-year-old.
I didn't even notice.
I just noticed straight as she walked in. I was like, wow, that's fantastic. Where's that dress from?
Big wheels keep on turning. Nah, people keep on burning. No, I didn't notice. I didn't notice
The
at all.
dress was wicked, man. It
I
was,
didn't
it
know
was
at all.
shimmering. in
I
the
just
moonlight.
noticed the dancing, and that was when
She
I
was
said
dancing
that.
like Tina.
Because
The
what it
Yardie
was,
came up.
when I was sitting down, I was sitting down with the Ghanaian contingent. You know who you are, Wendy, Delali, Akuya, and we were discussing,
Yes,
and
yes.
we were discussing the idea that her turning up in the sequin dress was equivalent of a bridesmaid turning up in a white dress at a wedding. So that's where the question came from.
But as a man, though, were you really
So
gonna
are
be
they trying to say
upset?
that they outdid my daughter? Is that what they're saying?
No.
So all right. Is that what I said?
No, that's not.
Why
what
did it come up in the first place?
No, it came up because she's wearing a big
Yeah,
bright
his wife.
sequin
Yeah,
dress.
his wife. This is what you Ghanaian people are doing.
Exactly.
Oh,
I know.
and he's half Jammers.
I told him not to talk to them. I told him not to talk to
And
that
he's
type
half
of
Jammers.
human being. But you spoke to them anyway.
Yeah.
And
Just say no
Did
to
he eat from their
Ghanaians.
plate?
Eat
Did he
whose
eat
plate?
from their plate?
What?
From the Ghanaians?
You're wrong.
Did he eat from the Ghanaians' plate?
You're wrong.
You did, innit? That's your problem.
You're not serious about life.
No, but with regards to the man them one, I don't know. I don't think I would care. Like I'm at my
For
wedding,
me,
I wear my suit. I think Stav's gonna look better than me at my wedding. Potentially, Stav might look better than me at my wedding, depending on if I let him dress me.
I don't care. I'm
care.
gonna be best man in it, so I'm
really don't
gonna
care.
be dressed as a best man is dressed.
Yeah, but then you end up doing something that will give it a bit more panache. I don't have a problem with you doing so, but potentially he could end up.
I even
looking
don't
better
wear
than me.
patterned shoes to weddings because I don't you know there's some groom and they're not wearing the patterned shoes and it's like, come on, bruv. You got a nice tux or something and you're not wearing the patterned shoes to go with it. Come on, man.
Come on, bro. You're taking it way too. You're
I'm
taking
not-
it way
I'm
too
like-
Project Wrong Way.
No, I feel that it's not as big a deal when a man does it, but it's still. I don't think as a groom you should have people in your party that is looking better than a groom.
I don't have a. If it's English clothes, I don't have an issue really. I don't care. But when it comes to the Niger clothes, the traditional, I must be. That's the one time I don't care about. That's the one time I don't even care if I do the because as far as I'm concerned, men's clothes in traditional looks better than women's clothes.
Yeah.
So when I come down in my agbada, when I see wear the agbada outside, I must. Even the big uncles have to say, yes.
Nah, you know what?
Okay, so can I?
They have to drink a stout.
Would that be an issue then if
What?
my brother looks better than yours?
If your agbada
Yes,
looks
it's
better,
got, it's
won't
got this.
happen.
It's got the sequin. It's got the stitching is
Look at
nice.
his face.
The laces all over.
He
The
looks
laces
so
on.
vexed.
The laces on point. So
there
you
is
can
no
relate now.
There is no reason in life that your agbada should even come close.
I
to
shouldn't
look better
even.
than
But
mine.
this is the point.
You shouldn't even have agbada.
Exactly.
You should wear like a common cloth.
No, at my age, yeah, as an elder, you wear an agbada to a wedding. But my age to my brother's wedding, I shouldn't be wearing agbada in the first
one
place.
time that
That
my-
is like trying to outdo the groom.
There was one time that my dad, wore a pink agbada, and I said, Dad, you can't wear that outside on the road. The agbada was bad. It was pink, you know. How can man be wearing pink agbada? You know what agbada is?
That was to a wedding.
yeah. He went to a wedding. I said, Dad, you can't wear this to a wedding.
That was like 5 years and 5 days ago. That's how.
It was fire. I know. It was fire. Like pink, you know, bright pink. Before Cameron was doing it, fam. But it was fire. I said, yeah, Dad, yeah.
And he stood out.
He got a lot of comments.
Yeah, you got a lot of comments. He got a lot of the one thing about my dad, yeah, when he wears his English, he does not care. There's times when I'll be sitting next to him looking at albums from the 70s and he's wearing the same shirt that he's wearing recently. And I'm not even exaggerating. This is the truth. Yeah, this is the truth. The same shirt. I look at the new album, I look at the man, he's wearing the same thing with the buttons a bit more stretched. Yeah, that's it. But when it comes to his Nigerian clothes, when it comes to his proper attire, that's when I see my dad goes to shine. He will tell, like when he wants to go away, because go and get me the old white one.
That's
yes,
it.
Dad,
That's
right,
it.
no way, I've got to find it for him. And when he actually tells like the tailor what he wants, he see that he actually cares about this. Whereas before in his English clothes, he doesn't care.
I can see you moving like King Jiffy Joffa.
I want it.
You know that
I want the
bit
Sith.
in the film where he comes to America to see his son and they're playing the music. Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah,
Dun, 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 dun. I can see you just
this coming
with
out
the
the car.
proper leather shoe,
Yes,
crocodiles type shoe, you know.
with air vents.
That's it.
Darren, would you be annoyed if another man comes and outshines you at your wedding? Talk about me. What about you?
Nah, I'm just chief guest, innit, at a wedding. It's still about the woman, innit? So I'm lucky that she's even acknowledged I'm there, innit? It's all about the woman. No one cares what I look
What
like.
can happen on your wedding day that would bother you? Because you seem so chilled and laid back.
Her not turning up. That'd mess things up. Yeah, just anything like that. Just anyone coming in late and making noise. You're gonna come in late, coming quiet, just sit down at the back. Just I think I'll close the door at a certain time actually, just to teach blacks a lesson that you need to be on time.
Bruv, I did the same thing.
The ceremony's starting at this time, and then when they're there at 1 minute past.
Did you, Steph? Did you do that, Steph? Or did you turn up 2 hours late?
It was 1 hour late, and I had a wardrobe malfunction. Thank you.
What happened again? Oh yeah.
It's so embarrassing. I'll say the story.
I don't even want you as a family member. I don't even want you to tell the story because it's that embarrassing.
I had a wardrobe malfunction, and so that's why I was late, basically. But back to Darren. Less of me, more of Darren. What? Because we listen to your podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, and you don't seem phased by. I mean, you have your gripes.
Yeah.
But what phases you in life? Because you hear us, and you hear we're all a bunch of old moaning.
Yeah.
We're a bit older than you, know.
Yeah. A little bit.
What phases you?
Apart from Tottenham.
Yeah, let's leave that for
yeah.
Even that doesn't seem to phase him.
No, not really. Yeah. No, not much. Not much. I'm not even trying to be like super cool on the podcast or anything. I can't think of it. There'll be something that will happen. I'll not think of something. But
when he's buttering his
a
toast.
certain type of person.
Does your older brother get on your nerves?
no,
I can't see him.
no,
I can't see it happening.
no. We get odd. We generally get odd. It's like
All your siblings,
yeah.
you don't argue.
Not like these two,
No.
bro. You see what
It's
Haaland
it's the age
Stavros,
gap,
bro.
innit? They're older, so
So he's got respect for the elders. You get me?
yeah. It's just there's different dynamics.
What's the dynamic?
It's like a kind of halfway house between kind of parent and siblings. So it's
Yeah, man.
so you got the respect of an old of a kind of parent, but then got the kind of
So they kind of like the
on
Jay-Z
on a
cool,
level of so if something rubbish happens in my life, I'm more likely to talk to one of my siblings before going to my mum. But actually, in more recent years, I've probably talked to my mum more about things. But yeah, it was like a nice middle road to be like, this is serious, so I need to talk to someone in my family about it. But I don't really want to talk to my mum about it. So it was good to have like older brothers and sisters and stuff. So
Okay, well that's a good little slipstream into homeschooling that Mr. Wolf wanted to talk about. He's got this video clip of a young child. Well, I think he's 8 years old,
He's 8 years old, man.
and his father has got him blindfolded, putting and unassembling a gun, well, two guns or whatever, figuring out what caliber bullets he's put in his hands, blindfolded again, and then he's drilling him with certain questions about what's the 13th Amendment,
Bits on Black history.
yeah. So, and the boy is just regurgitating all this pro-black information that the father's asking him. So,
Whilst assembling and disassembling the
yes,
guns at the same time.
doing it simultaneously. So the question was, what do you feel on homeschooling, and should we be teaching our children for war?
Should we get our children, prepare them for war at a much earlier age?
Well, first of all, we have to establish what war you're talking about. And what kind of homeschooling? Is it 1, 2, 3s and ABCs?
Yeah,
or are you just talking about Black history because you're not going to learn this in school, so I need to teach you at home?
Yeah, it's the war on Basmati, it's the war on...
Yeah. Stay
You
away.
know-
Stay away from Ghana.
Well, we've got this systematic thing going on as far as I'm concerned. Us as black people, we've got a lot that we deal with, black men, black women. And do we need to highlight this to our young kids at a much earlier age than we do already? You know, some people probably don't even do it. And I'm talking about from the ages of 3 and 4.
Starostas will say that I don't have this issue of because I'm black I feel this and that. I don't know if it's maybe because of the way I was brought up. Maybe it's Wahala can co-sign or rubbish what I'm saying, but I don't feel because I'm black I feel I'm less anything. It's like,
it doesn't make you less of anything. It just, you as an adult and as a father, as a father, you more open. You can see what is going on in this world that we live in.
Yeah.
So maybe our parents didn't prepare us for being exposed to some of this.
I think that they did.
No,
you
it's
know
different.
You know what it is? I think with my parents anyway.
So much pride.
Some people they cheat. Yeah, they have people that will teach you to say, as a black person, you need to be better. You need to do better. You have to be better than the next person. Whereas our parents was just said, you're better than everyone. Be better than everyone. Not as a black person. That didn't matter. Don't matter.
There was one time Mummy actually said, as a black person, you have to work twice as hard.
She never said it to me, boy.
Yeah, she
I'm
said
not
it
that great.
only once, and this would have been.
It was to you, though, innit?
My memory's so poor.
It was to you, yeah?
I remember. What's your point?
Well, come on now. You needed the encouragement.
I just remember her saying that once, but it was only said once. It wasn't something that was drilled into us. Like Wahala said, it's just like you just need to do good. We have a lot of pride in our family, and remember the word pride, underline it, because we're going to come back to that as the last topic. And I just feel that because of the pride in our family and the pride in our home, you just need to do good. You need to keep up. Don't let the team down, basically. It's a don't let the team down kind of thing. And I think that's good enough. That's what I'm happy to do for my child. In terms of homeschooling, I do believe I'll do the black history stuff because I'm not relying on anybody else to teach them about the Ghanaian heritage and the Nigerian heritage that they're born into. So that's something that I take very seriously. And because academically I'm not necessarily the best, I'm going to try and send them to the best schools so that they can learn the academics with their 3 R's kind of thing.
That's fair enough. When I'm talking about I used to go to one shop local to me, a Caribbean shop. The food was amazing, unbelievable. Fish.
I know the smell of no food.
You know me and food. But he taught his children from home. And when I mean homeschooling, I mean they stay at home. They don't go to a school. And he did that to one of his to his eldest son, who is now in his 20s. But he was so far advanced than the kids in the school when he did go in. I think he went in when he was around 14 or 15 to take exams, the GCSEs and what have you. He was so far advanced that it gave me cause for thought.
In all his lessons?
In everything.
In everything.
There was some that he was stronger.
In general, he was
more advanced than his peers. Do you understand? And we've seen a video as well of a woman home teaching her kids, and they're supposed to be geniuses as well. I remember posting a video.
Oh yeah, but they were very young.
They were very young. So my thing is not so much as just throwing the little bits of African history and history of your forefathers and what have you. I mean proper homeschooling.
I was homeschooled for a bit. I was homeschooled for about 2-3 months because I refused to go to a school that they asked me to go to. And you know what? I was quite advanced when I got to school in 2 subjects, English and maths.
That's all the Africans care about.
Because from 9 a.m. when my dad woke up to go to work and he woke me up to do it, he gave me a maths book that wasn't nowhere any level that I should have been doing in the first place. The one maths book from Nigeria that I don't know who teaches the children how to do it, and an English book. And they said, dudes. And I was there from 9 till 6 when he came back. So that was it. I didn't know geography. I didn't know French. I didn't know any of the languages or anything else. RE, I knew because of church. Science, there was no science. I knew water existed. That's it. Everything else was just English and maths.
I know my limits, and I'm not equipped to homeschool my child all the lessons that I feel they would need. I would have to learn all this stuff myself. I'd have to stop going to work basically to teach my child, and I don't know what the benefit of that would be, because I think I'm all about teaching them life lessons. I actually, you know what? It sounds really bad, but I actually don't care too tough about what they do academically.
Oh wow!
It's that I'm the exact opposite of what my parents were.
So I say, is this guy even Nigerian?
Yeah, the blood is. I told you the Ghanaian in him. I told you she's doing all of this to him. She's doing this. I'm not fussed. Not like it means nothing to me. Innit? Oh my. Mummy and daddy, this is the one that if you hear this, I'm sorry. I apologize now in advance. But you know, like I said, I want to send them to the best schools. I'm saving up from now to send them to private schools. So it's not that I don't want them to succeed and to excel.
Them. Gaza.
Well, okay, well, yeah, okay, them potentially.
Life is ego, though.
In what sense?
In everything you say, life is ego.
So
what you want to be the one child who comes back, the dance child, because that's what they're gonna be. They come back with E, and you're gonna
Well, this
be
is what
looking
I
in their
said.
face,
and
everyone else has got. Because my child's coming back with some good grades, and your child's come back with E's.
I want them to have
Nonsense.
life skills, and that's more important to me.
So what, they
than
can make
A's
fire,
and, then
but they
A's
can't
and-
read.
They can make fire, but they can't read.
Darren,
Simple and Griff, man. What's going on?
Man. Oh, there. Yeah, no, I get the homeschooling thing, because I think schools only teach us how to get jobs, and they teach us to be employees. There's no kind of entrepreneurial skills. You're not
Public
taught.
schools for
Yeah,
sure.
you're not taught like finance or anything like that.
thank you.
You're just taught how to just be a drone in the system.
Thank
and that's it.
you.
So I get why people wouldn't want to send the kids to school, but I think those gaps, like Stav said, you got to fill in as a parent. So you have to teach them those things. And I think just you kind of have to teach your kid to have two brains, especially as a black child. Yeah, they're gonna have to do the history at school and all that boring stuff and get the grades, because that's the system we're in. But then you got to equip them with the other brain that says, right, this is your history, and this is what you need to do, and this is how you need to be financially, and this is how you need to be in life, and learn how to make fire. And
And that's
things
that
like that.
systematic war that I'm talking about, just generally.
and
just
just
the madness that we
and
gotta
just
deal
learn
with.
those things simultaneously, I think. So, but similar to what Stav said, the homeschooling thing, if you're not equipped to teach them yourself, like I don't think I would be. I wouldn't have the time more than I think I had the knowledge to teach them all the things they need to know. Yeah, you're gonna have to send them to school, but yeah, fill the gaps with the other things. So yeah.
As a parent, I feel like I'm a bit of a
No.
Mm-mm.
As a father, as yes, you're right. As a father, I feel like I'm a bit of a failure in this sense, because
Your child is 2.
yeah, but I don't feel like I have the necessary demeanor to be a teacher in the homeschooling sense.
You're not patient enough.
I don't think I have the. There's just, for me, I think there's a certain set of skills that you need to be able to teach somebody something, and I don't feel like I've got those skills.
That's very interesting that you say that, because I think that of everyone sitting at this desk, you are probably the most equipped to teach someone.
Wow.
Not in the fact that with knowledge. Don't get yourself. You're not smarter than me.
No, I don't mean. I don't mean.
No, what I'm saying is that I think that you have the best demeanor to actually teach someone. The way that you actually speak to people and the way that you explain things is the way of a teacher.
Wow.
You don't explain things in a way that I would explain something. Whereas I don't actually really care whether or not you know or not. I'm just saying it to prove my point. You actually explain things to people in a way that you want them to actually understand what you're saying, which is the way that a teacher is supposed to do it. So for you to say that you don't think you would have the skills or the ability to teach, I think you're not paying attention to your own skills.
Okay, fair enough. But that's how I felt anyway. So like even with my daughter at the moment, I try to teach her but the way I teach her things is, the things are enrolled into our everyday movement, if that makes sense. So it's not like I'm sitting down and saying, okay, this is what. So for example, the way I taught her to count was, live in a high rise. So the elevator's got numbers on it. So I basically just told her what the numbers were, and every single day, obviously when we go in and when we come back,
we're counting.
That's ghetto teaching right there.
Ghetto teaching right there, the hood stuff. And then on the way to school, we did colours for cars and all those kind of things. So now she knows what colours are, and because we're walking and we're like, yeah, what colour's that? Oh, I don't know, Daddy, what's that? Explain it to her. So that's how I'm doing it. But for me to go into like a subject, for me to go and teach like history, for example, I don't know that I would be able to do that.
There's one thing that you can buy online, teach my child how to read, that you can get your kid to learn how to read. Maybe you want to pick this up stuff, and you simple, that you can get your kid to learn how to read by the time that they're 2.5, 3 and 4 years old fluently. And apparently it works. I don't think that sometimes you need specific skills. Sometimes you can get like a template and teach that way. And I think that is something that I would have liked to have done. My kids
It's never too late, man.
It's never too late. But
Don't say the but.
it's
That
never
but is
too
the
late,
defeat. Is that but is leading to the defeat? Is
One of your children is definitely not that old that you can't still sway what they do.
7.
Listen,
7.
what Simple Simon is doing is Mr. Miyagi business there, man. The wax on, wax off. And when it gets to the point and you can use that in every facet of life.
That's it.
So you're talking about biology and history and geography, and like me and Griff are saying, these things are important, yeah. But once you leave school, what do you really use? You are
Common sense is what you need to teach
the
your
life.
child.
Well, it's not, because common sense is
Uncommon to common people, and
No.
in the animal's kingdom.
Common sense is common. I hate when people say common sense is not that common, because if it wasn't common, then it wouldn't be common sense.
It's
It'd be something
uncommon to
else.
common people,
Common means common, so it's common sense.
but not everybody has it though.
Oh, you lot gotta go back and forth now.
All right. But what I'm saying is just that it's the life skills. It's like the finances. It's like this 444 album. It's like
We're going back to Jay. It's
It's-
full circle, baby.
it's full circle. It's kind of like, look, these are the things that I have learned throughout my life, and I'm gonna bestow that on you in good time. Not so you learn these things yourself. And I'm not gonna teach you as like maybe our parents taught us, where it's just do this, do that, no explanation to it and no finesse to it. Maybe there's a way that I have to give it to you, like the sweet in the what do they call it?
And
the
you've lost
medicine.
us there.
Okay,
The medicine.
Yeah, sweet, the medicine. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, going back to the 444, you can actually run this up again and go to Pride, because the man's mum is lesbian.
Okay. You did the
The segue.
yeah, go ahead, man. Take it
All
off.
right, so
Take it
yeah,
off.
so I've been noticing that obviously it's Pride. Is it Pride? It's a whole month of Pride.
Yeah, it's month.
But it's gone though, isn't it? Because Pride
No, it
Month was
hasn't.
June.
No.
Because they haven't had the festival yet.
The festival's tomorrow.
So the Pride Month is July.
It's every month it seems, man. I don't know what's going on.
It may
it's
go into 2 months.
It's
in
not
a
every
period
month,
of
but
time.
it definitely was June. June, it was when the whole thing kicked off, and yeah, we're into July now. So yeah, it's not actually. How long? What date is it?
It's July the 6th.
Yeah, it was like it kicked off in June.
7th
Hey.
of July.
It kicked off in June.
We'll get different eight.
It's even rolled over into 8th now.
It's
Yeah.
late. Oh wow.
So it kicked off in June, but yeah, it's like a whole month because there's a whole TV series going on for it. Like there's a lot.
But go
going
on, make
for
a point. Make a point, because I disagree with the point. So
What the hell is the point?
yeah.
Okay, so the thing about it is I seem to believe that I'm gonna put it, everybody is involved in this Pride thing, right? So that means all corporations.
That's not what you said before, because I wouldn't have argued with you there.
What did I say before then?
You said that.
It's the biggest event.
Yeah, that's it. The Pride has now become the biggest event of the year. That's it. Yeah, and all the corporations are backing it. Every major corporation is backing Pride.
Yeah,
Like it's not
yeah.
the same way as Carnival, which used to be a major event in the year, does not get the same backing as this Pride festival.
Which Greg Hands, the MP for Chelsea and Fulham, wants to move from Notting Hill, the punk. And they actually went and told people.
I don't know
He,
why.
he doesn't want to move it. He wants the GLA to take it over.
And move it.
No.
He asked for it to be
He's-
moved.
he said move it,
Listen
man.
to what I'm saying to you. Listen to what I'm saying to you. He's teaching
us, God.
he said he said that he would like to put in a request for the thing to be moved and to have the GLA does it take over in conjunction with the people that are already doing it.
Can you
But-
rewind it, please?
No, but I'm not disagreeing with you.
But you
did.
That is
Exactly what you did.
I
You
didn't
disagreed.
disagree with you.
You did.
I didn't.
Yes,
All
you
right,
did.
Griff. You're the impartial.
I'm here to. I was clarifying the point. I wasn't disagreeing with you.
Griff, as the
I
impartial
didn't say
man,
no, you're wrong. I didn't say no, you're wrong. I said, but
This is the first time in
in 7 years of podcasting, I want to stop the thing and play it back to him. I didn't disagree with you. Yes, you did.
We said he wanted to move Carnival. You said no, he didn't.
And I said, yes, he did. Okay. And you said he wanted it taken over by the GLC. I said, and he wanted it moved.
So here's the point I'm making. The reason why he said that he wanted it moved is because that is, what do you call it? A smokescreen for what he really wants, which is to have the GLA take it over.
Somebody else hosts this podcast. I'm done with this.
Pride.
Look at the ego, fam.
Trust.
Look at the ego.
Yeah, so
I'm saying it's a smokescreen. That's all.
Nobody's disputing whether or not you're saying it's a small screen. What we're disputing is the fact that you told us that you didn't say that it wasn't. You didn't want to move it. But anyway, let's head on there.
Check.
But this pride thing seems to be everywhere. Obviously, I've seen a lot of people complaining and mentioning the fact that there's a new like button on Facebook, which is the pride flag, which no one understands what it signifies. Maybe that you're proud of the comment. I don't know. Maybe you should like your own comment with the pride.
Are you for real on Facebook?
Yeah. They got the flag.
Are your children on Facebook?
Hell no.
They got the flag, boy. They got the flag. So if you
social media until they're 16,
listeners, are your children on Facebook?
No social media until 16.
So they've got the obviously got the like, dislike, sad, angry, blah blah blah, and now they've got a pride flag. And I was thinking, when I get to see, I was like, what's this for? Then I thought, okay, it's for Pride Month. Then I started seeing on the Metro, when I read the Metro now, when I go to look at the football articles because it's transfer season, and I'm on the Metro quite a bit. Their logo is the Pride colours. Everywhere I'm looking, it's the Pride colours.
Google.
The Skittles have done their thing for the Pride as
Volvo.
well.
Google.
Because Volvo's got the feminine symbol.
Virgin Airways.
They've locked the two together for like.
If we want to look at it that way,
the underground, the underground stations. Some of the stations have got
DLR trains. Completely changed colour.
Yeah.
This is like the biggest thing on the planet right about now.
My only concern
are you
about
trying
this,
to say in this agenda to push the?
No, what I find interesting about this the most is the fact that I think it's fair to say the LGBTQIAQQ community is a minority. I think that's fair to say, right?
Yeah,
I would say that.
This is the craziest misrepresentation of a minority that I've ever seen because of how visual it is and how apparent it is. It would make you think that this was like a majority,
a national event,
a national event. Yeah. Like it's for me.
I think it's becoming that now.
Mind blown.
Remember last week we had, a couple of weeks ago when Miss T was here. Shout out Miss T. We asked the question whether or not you go Pride with your brethren. Mm-hmm. I've had numerous responses saying, "Yeah, I'm going Pride with me. I'm going." So Pride is enough for everyone. I think it actually might have gotten to the point where it actually has the correct meaning of what it is. You need to be proud of whoever you are, and you do whatever you want. I think that's how people are actually taking it now.
I think that's why they changed the name, because it was initially Gay Pride and then it just became Pride. So you might be right there.
I thought that happened because of the QIA and all of the other.
I heard that as well because they wanted to be inclusive.
Yeah,
but it's got to be inclusive to the point where I think everybody feels included.
So you
know, in America at one point, I think it was last year in San Francisco, which is I think last gay central of America.
It's the Brighton of America.
They added I don't know if it was brown and black to the flag. Wow. Temporarily, because just what we're saying, they wanted to include black people and brown people into the pride flag, because to be proud of your colour as well, especially because a brown or a black person would have it twice as hard being
gay and black,
gay and brown or gay and black.
So do you need to be gay to be part of Pride?
No.
Can't I just be proud to be Nigerian?
That's what I'm saying.
It's now becoming inclusive.
No. But he said a gay black. That's what you mentioned, innit?
Well, that's why they removed it. That's why they removed those two colours, because it became a problem. It's like, this is a flag that's supposed to represent pride, and then you've added black and brown, which kind of to be inclusive, but then it makes it exclusive, because those are the only two colours that are on there that are colours of people, and the rest of the colours are not colours of people. They're colours that stand for something else.
So I'm saying, do you need to be gay? Can't I just be proud to
you
be
can be
black
proud and go to the Pride
March,
March, and if somebody pinches you in your bum, don't get upset.
No, I'm just saying that, it's now called Pride because you're proud of who you are and what you do. You do what you want, innit? So can't people just be proud to be whatever they are?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you have to be gay?
It's the same as saying, "Do I have to be black to go to the Notting Hill Carnival?" It's like, no, but we are. Do black people still go to that now?
Yes.
We
as black people or as Caribbean are celebrating something. Where did the Notting Hill
As
Carnival
black
start
people or as Caribbean.
from? Yeah, well, you know what? Because it didn't start.
It's a Caribbean
If
thing.
the Africans moved to the Caribbean and then they came over here and they brought over what they took from Africa to the Caribbean and then they brought it over here to the UK.
True,
and
because like Indian Trinidadians could legit be at Notting Hill Carnival and just wind up and.
Oh yeah, of course.
So, yeah.
So they're celebrating something and it stemmed from there, but it's an inclusive celebration. Come and join us in our celebration. So you can be proud of whoever you may be or whatever you see yourself as long as it's not a homophobe, and come and join us in our celebrations.
Even the homophobes
Oh, I
are probably accepted but not wanted.
I don't get that on myself, but
Because you
okay.
should be able to, they probably want you to go there so you can, suddenly just start busting out the leather vest. I'm feeling free. Would you ever go to Pride, Darren?
I mean, I've been to gay nightclubs before, so
On purpose?
once on purpose, once accidentally. But then the accidental time, I felt comfortable because I was with people who felt so uncomfortable. It was funny. So yeah, so it was They,
So the other time you didn't feel comfortable.
no, I was 18. It was like
Your first rave was gay.
no, I was 18. I was at uni.
This rave is gay.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it actually is.
No, it was
Pure man in
no,
here.
it was at uni, and
Where's the gal then?
one of my friends, he'd been before. He's like, "Yeah, come along. It's £7 entry, all you can drink." So I'm a student in it, so I'm like, "All you can drink, fine." But I was like, "Nah, I don't want to go because it's gonna be full of gays." I was 18, more ignorant in it. Then as soon as you pull up on the outside, it has an advert that says "for a night, booty love," and I was like, "Nah, this is too much for me. This is too much." And then in the queue, the bouncer was the scariest bouncer I've ever seen. He was about 6'4". He had black and pink face paint on, pink Mohican, black leather gloves. You couldn't see his face, and he just didn't talk. He just paced outside. He's just in leather, and I was like, this is mad. And then there's a guy handing out extra strong condoms outside. Yeah, it's just, everything was just like just piling on. I was like, I don't want to do this. And all my friends go, "Don't be a homophobe." And I was like, yeah, it's true. I don't want to be a homophobe.
But
And
it's
then-
not homophobic.
I know it wasn't, but like when someone's
rational behaviour.
Peer pressure.
in it, peer pressure. They'll go in. There's a guy in a gimp suit on stilts. And I was like, what is going on? And then so I spent probably about an hour, 2 hours in there. Just didn't drink anything because I was just like, nah, I'm just uncomfortable.
No, but
I'm just uncomfortable.
you know what?
As it was.
Touching on what you're saying with that, because I was having this discussion with somebody online, right? Men are men, whether or not they're gay or straight. Yeah, men don't trust other men in the same way that women don't trust men. So, if a woman went to a club where they were handing out extra strong condoms, yeah, right, and men were walking up and down and on stilts or whatever, the woman would say
gimp suits.
in gimp suits, a woman would say, "You know what? I don't feel safe here." Why is it not all right for a straight man to feel the same way? Why is it now that you're homophobic instead of thinking, you know what? Man know how to touch next. Man can be a bit touchy feely when they're ready, and they can take advantage.
The difference is that a woman must, or not must, but a woman often will have an fear of being molested by virtue of being in a certain place around men.
Yes, and men can't feel the same way.
When I say molested to the point where it's like, because as a man you feel I can overpower another man. I don't feel that.
He said
this
the man was 6'4", 200 pounds.
This guy looked like he gymed.
in
the
the red corner, 6'4".
What I don't understand, maybe I'm missing something here, but how does handing out a condom go with going to? Was it a nightclub or was it a bar?
It's a nightclub. It's not because they had poppers in the air conditioning as well.
What's that?
Why?
What's that?
So poppers is like I don't know what the actual proper term is for the drug, but
I know nitrate.
They put drugs in the aircon.
yeah. So in like
God damn.
so what happens is a lot of so some gay guys will take poppers because it relaxes some parts of the body.
See, listen. all I'm saying is when when we were talking on that episode and we were talking about this stuff, and I said that it goes down in these parties. It goes down, and I said I know, and I said don't ask me how I know. And people were arguing with me, and I'm like,
I know
Yeah,
because
it's madness.
I've been told.
Yeah.
that they don't muck about. And I've
They
seen
don't
you know
muck
what I'm
about.
trying to
They
say.
do not
They're
muck
aggressive,
about.
man. They're
No.
like, no, it's no,
But
it's not. It's they
What I
don't-
will say to give it balance though is I think this club was like middle of the road because then the one I went to accidentally was just like any bar. It probably take you a while to look around, but I was actually just a lot of guys there. It was just like a bar and everyone's chilled and no one's trying to do madness in this bar. But then when I went to Germany,
So you went international gay.
no, I didn't go. I didn't go into this place. But this place was called Slut on the door. There was a guy like some kind of gas skimp mask on the side of the door. And they had this event called Naked Thursday and stuff. So, and that is the dress code. You have to go in naked. So we was reading this flyer outside. So you could see. So I think in the community, I don't know, but I think in the gay community, they just have either super turn up parties like that where it's just it's going down in their thing, or
you hear that, Jamaicans?
Turn up.
Turn up parties.
or they're gonna have like just a normal bar that's kind of more in like open for people who aren't gay to just come and chill out and stuff. So
are we to be forgiven for having the stereotype about homosexuals being raging sex maniacs? Because
I think some will be. I think with any sexuality, I think there'll be some.
I get what I'm saying. I don't know of any heterosexual clubs where you go there and it's a nightclub and they're handing out condoms
Sex clubs.
and giving you.
Yeah,
They're specific. This
well-
is like a everyone can come off the street. Those sex club things are normally invite only. That they're a little bit more private. This is like a normal bar. I would say that you're forgiven for thinking that. If you don't mind, or if you're happy to forgive other people for thinking that black people are violent because their clubs get searched more, their clubs have gun detectors,
And
or
security.
the schools with majority black students have metal detectors inside schools, and then you could say, well, that's because they're violent. So am I forgiven for thinking that obviously black people are more violent?
The promotion is the ones that are giving out the condoms and stuff. They're promoting the idea.
Okay.
This is the building itself.
The building
that's
itself,
making
that's
the
just
security
making it do like the security guards. The building itself is actually pushing that, and I'm wondering like how this works.
Because on another night they wouldn't be handing out condoms in that same building.
Yeah, but the reason they're doing it is because
The gays are there.
yeah. So the reason that you'll have security where you have on Monday when it's a certain type of event for a
Like
certain
Trevor,
type of
like
person,
Trevor.
you might have one person there doing security. And on Friday, when it's another type of event where they're expecting another kind of clientele, they'll have 17 plus weapons around the corner. And then there you go. But we're running very late, so we're going to end it there. Unless anybody has any final thoughts. No? Thank you. So let's say our goodbyes. We'll leave Darran to last because he's the least important. And he can say his... I'm only joking. Yeah, you'll say that in your time.
I wanted to go first.
Oh, okay, go Wahala.
Okay, so everyone, I just want to recommend you to read a book. It's by the author called JJ Bola. He's actually a poet. And
JJ Abola.
JJ Bola. I didn't say Abola, I said JJ Bola.
Okay, listen back.
Okay.
You and Simple.
And anyway, the name of the book is No Place to Call Home. It's a very good book. I've finished it. It's a very good book. I suggest everybody goes out and purchases it and reads it if they can.
You got through that really quickly. How long you had it? About 2 weeks, maybe.
I've had it for about a week and a bit. I got through it quickly because I sat down and read it. Obviously, the author was someone that used to be part of ESN, so I took obviously time to go out and buy his book because I wanted to support.
Really?
But it is a really, really good book, and
I didn't know that.
I enjoyed it.
That's
So
good.
if anybody gets a chance, make sure you pick this up. No Place to Call Home by JJ Bola.
Fiction.
Yes, well, it's fiction, but I know some of it must be part of his life, if that makes sense. And if you want to catch me on Twitter at Big Wahala and on Insta at Big Wahala. Peace.
Simple.
Simple Simon. If you want to catch me out shy, bitch. It's at Simple Simon FB on Twitter. That's where I like to throw out my brain farts.
Mr. Wolf.
Yes. Twitter. It's Yemi Online. Instagram. Yemi's Insta. And catch me via Facebook. ESN's Facebook.
Has anybody
This
ever
thing.
caught you via ESN's Facebook?
I've had a few friend requests. Yes.
It goes down
In a
DM.
DM.
DJ Web Slinger, big up yourself. You can catch him at DJ Web Slinger on Twitter and Instagram, and at That Actor on Twitter as well. I think I did that wrong, but still, whatever. He's not here to do it himself. Catch me at Stavros Boss, and I'll give you our collective one after Darran, Griff, the Joker.
Yep. So catch me on Insta, Facebook, and Twitter, Griff the Joker, or you go to darrangriffiths.com. So DARRAN. Griffiths, spelled how Griffiths is spelled, .com, and you find all my comedy podcast. Yeah, S at the end, yeah. All my comedy, podcast, radio stuff, all there. There you go.
Check out his podcast, man. It is actually funny.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
He has an actual website.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys have a website?
No.
Simple?
No, I got a domain, but
Yeah, I got
That's what I was thinking. I thought Simple had one.
Nah.
Mr. Wolf, you got something?
Nah.
You used to, innit?
Well, for events, but
Yeah. I got one, but I ain't even give you the bloody thing. But it's the same as everything else. So, but anyways, catch us collectively at ESN Podcasts. That's on Instagram and Twitter. On Facebook, search for Eloquently Saying Nothing or ESN Podcasts, and you'll find us there. And if you want to send us any questions or any requests, and it's a bit longer and you can't put it on Twitter, then you can email that to us at esnpodcasts@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to have any of that. Also, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. That will bring us up the list and make us very, very happy, and we can read more of those on the podcast when we actually get them.
And comment on SoundCloud if you can as well. It's
We-
good to see the comments, because obviously on SoundCloud you can actually comment on the section of the podcast that you actually want to either debate, discuss, or say you like. I know I'm the greatest on there, so you can just say how great I am.
By all
They
means.
know already. The Bobby Brown of the crew. Let them know.
All right, so
ended up with crooked teeth on me.
yeah, it's a long one this time, but it was a good one. I hope you feel. Yeah, bye, peace, latest.
And if you ain't saying nothing, say it well.
Slag for life.
It was 2 hours. It can't be 2 hours.
It's 2
Can be
hours.
2 hours.
It can't be 2 hours. Because we started, when I spoke to Mr. Wolf, he said it was 11 on the dot and we hadn't even started yet.
Near enough 2 hours.
Okay, so end on 2 hours.
Well, it's like 1:59 there, but it's near enough 2 hours. So what did you think, Griff?
Yes.
You sound like
I have no problem having you back.
2 hours.
it's about that life.
This is like,
How far are you from the studio?
Oh, after the radio show.